Ozarks on the road in Iowa, the Woo hosting Hawaiian night with the special baby blue jerseys. Carlos Rogers starts the scoring for Iowa with a pass to Von Trey Henderson. The Lunkers answer right back with a pass from Josh White to Matt Rush in the corner for 6. Throw off now, Marshall Brooks is going to take the return off the bounce, and he's going to take it all the way to the house. He also had a multi-interception game on defense. Here's a Carlos Rogers read option work to perfection. The quarterback rushed for 88 yards. On Saturday, Iowa leads 31-18 at half. 12 minutes in the third, Rogers escapes a sack and fires a bullet to the running back, Jeff Mack, for the score. Does a little dance. Then here's the man, Brandon Mackey. Cut, whoop, he's gone. All the way 35 yards to the crib, cuts it to a 2-score game. First play of the fourth quarter, Carlos Rogers, very patient. He was like this all day and finds his favorite target, Justin Brown, to make it 47-30. Here's Matt Rush, a little dump pass to Brandon Mackey, who keeps his MVP caliber season going. He had 133 yards and 3 touchdowns on the day. But the most important part, the win, was missing. Carlos Rogers tacks on another throwing TD, his 6th of the day. Iowa wins 61-42, their second win in a row. Eau Claire trying to win 2 straight, taking on the winless Goats. St. Joe, the away team, wearing blue. First quarter, Angelo Trujillo, the new starting QB, finds Boo Smith to put St. Joe up early. Later in the quarter, though, Wade Freeman gets it up to Mo Strong to give the Axemen the lead back. Bad snap from the Goats, bounces right into the hands of Antoine Holloway. Back-to-back weeks with defensive touchdowns for number 4 in white. Now, Smith was held to 29 yards and 0 touchdowns in week 2, and that would not be the case against Eau Claire, and this score would not be the last time you'll be hearing his name. 20 seconds left in the first half. Freeman steps up and finds Mo Strong. Big score to give the Axemen a 26-20 lead at halftime. Joel Shaw working from the Wildcat where he's best. Escapes one, breaks another. They finally bring him down at the 5. Wait, no they don't. He keeps them pushing for an early play of the year nominee and the score. Eau Claire up 32-20. Trujillo and the Goats, though, trying to mount a comeback. He's going to escape a sack and find Ryan Martinez back by the boards for a score. And not so fast, says Eau Claire. Freeman connects with a streaking Boom Williams, who gets the crowd fired up. But St. Joseph would string together some scores, and you can guess who it is. It's the Angelo Trujillo Boo Smith connection that resulted in a whopping 8 touchdown passes for Trujillo, with 6 of them ending up in the hands of Smith. Goats up by 9 with a minute to go in the game. Freeman trying to get a quick score, but Clarence Taylor gets in the middle of that one and runs down the clock. The Goats kneel it out and win 55-46 on the road in Wisconsin. We head over to Duluth, where Hot Springs came in attempting to upset the only unbeaten team left in the league. The newest wise guy, Quavon Hicks, takes the handoff and rumbles into the end zone to make it 6-0 Hot Springs. That was the lone score by either team in the first quarter. And the game plan for Hot Springs was to pound the ground, and they did a lot with their quarterback, Jordan Ambrose. Wise guys up 18-15 at halftime. Ambrose QB draw goes all the way untouched. The quarterback rushed for 184 yards and 2 scores on the ground. Nothing going the Harbor Monsters' way. Hassan Brockman came into the game with a perfect slate, 12 touchdowns and no picks. He threw 4 of them against Hot Springs. This one's to DeWandre Crockett to set up a Jordan Ambrose touchdown pass as he rolls out and hits Lou Dorsey. The vibes are high and the Wise Guys are cruising up 31-17. All of them are dancing in the end zone. Harbor Monsters need a spark, and well, Duron Maxwell, he decides to give it to him, takes off the throw off, shows off the move, stutter step, all the way to the end zone. Sosa shows off to the crowd, but he says, calm down, work's not done just yet, because the Wise Guys would answer right back. Under 2 minutes in the game, Jordan Ambrose extends the lead to 13 with a pass to Aaron Dilworth. Hassan Brockman does find Jamal Couch with 1:30 left, but really just stat padding if you don't get the onside play conversion after. It's one play to go 20 yards to extend your chances. Brockman rolls out and absolutely launches a dot to Nathan Cromie. That's his first catch since last season. And all of a sudden we have a ball game again. Duluth down by 6 with 4 downs and 1:20 to score. First down handoff to Darius Morrison. Can he get in? Not quite, but now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. All but a formality to tie it up. They decide to pass. Brockman has time, and it goes right to a Wise Guy. Vishon Palmer goes all the way back for a pick 6. Hot Springs stuns Duluth on the road and wins 43-31. So after week 3, there are 3 teams that are 2-1 and 3 teams that are 1-2. Of course, everyone will have a chance to influence their place in the standings this week. Ozarks is on the road at Hot Springs, Iowa on the road at St. Joseph, and of course, Duluth on the road at Eau Claire. But right now, Iowa, Hot Springs, and Duluth all tied up atop the standings.
Turn it up, KD.
Good evening and welcome to Oaklawn's Arena League Field inside Banco ZK Arena here in beautiful Hot Springs, Arkansas, home of the Hot Springs Wiseguys. I'm Steve Henson, along with my broadcast partner, Tyler Chenault. Thanks for joining us here for Wiseguys football on the Arena League Network. And Tyler, it's game 2 for us here in the Spa City. And we've got a good one here. A 1-2 Ozark team comes in trying to kind of get back on track. I know during the pregame they were talking with Coach, and they've had some injuries and kind of deep in the depth chart right now. But as we watch, as we get ready for this one, you also see the Wiseguys coming in 2-1, maybe surprising some people, knocking off the defending league champs. And so this should be a good one here tonight, Tyler.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready to go, and here we go.
Throw off is in the hands of the Lunkers. Broken tackle, and now brought down at the 14-yard line. And it'll be first down for the Lunkers.
So watching a little bit of the Lunkers, number 7 played quarterback for them on the game I watched, and he can move around, but he got hurt in that game that I was watching against the Axemen, who Hot Springs has seen. So you got a different guy back there, a taller, longer guy. So we'll see kind of what it looks like for him.
Run to the right side, going to be hit at the 20. Second down here for the Lunkers on their first possession. Wiseguys did win the toss, deferred to the second half.
And the Lunkers are the leading rushing team in the Arena League, so expect to see them try and ground and pound a little bit on the Wiseguys today.
Yeah, we've seen now 2 teams here in this arena to go up against the Wiseguys that really preferred the run game. We'll see if this Lunkers team has a little better success with it. They'll go quarterback run on this one.
Oh,
hammer!
my goodness.
He gets across the 20. It'll be enough for a first down for the Lunkers as he jumps up. That's number 18,
Jamon Williams. Jamon Williams, the 22 is the one that laid him out.
I like Terrace. The Terrace jumps back up, gives the first down sign. There's no harm, no foul. This is football. I'm still in your mouth for a minute. So 1st and 10 now. Lunkers, they'll hand this one away left side. Nice seam running over, folks. It's number 10, Brandon Mackey, and that'll be another Lunkers first down.
That's just the Lunkers running on the ground and pound. If they're going to give it to you, they're going to keep taking it as many times as you'll let them. Now the Hot Springs Wiseguys, now we know they have the top defense in most areas. One thing in scoring, they've given up the least amount of points, least touchdowns in the league, so it's a battle of the best.
To the right side this time. Headed into the stands there for the Wiseguys. Let's see if we have the chain issues, although I think we just broke a stick on that play.
Yep.
Stick has some damage here. Now second down handoff, left side. Dragging a tackle. Ball's out. And let's see. Looks like the Lunkers fell on it, and they did, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a lucky break for the Lunkers. You had one Lunker there, and you had 3 Wiseguys, and then he ends up on the ball again. But forcing turnovers, I mean, that's huge. If you can get a team to fumble it a little bit, it likes to run it on you, kind of make them second guess what they want to do.
Looking, trying to throw it, got a man over and hammered. A nice job to dislodge that one. That's number 16, Tom Butters. The reception attempt, good defense there.
By Taylor Hunt, 13 for the Wiseguys, and he made contact as soon as that ball got there. He was there ready to make a play, sitting back in coverage, so a big stop defensively right there on that pass.
So it is second down. Torres looks at the play sheet. Motion here for the Lunkers. Torres looking left, flags fly. This one popped up and incomplete.
I don't know if it was second down. They said second down in the arena, but we had third down on the screen, and the stick broke. It's first, second, maybe.
Yeah, I thought it was third down, and then the stick says
Let's
first.
see what.
And it is a turnover.
It was a turnover.
So that was
Okay,
fourth down.
I think the fumble threw off the arena where they kind of thought it reset back to first down, but it didn't. There was no change of possession. The Wiseguys didn't recover it, so it stayed whatever down it was. the play before. So it's a big stop down in the Bud Light red zone for the Wiseguys now. Come back out on offense, which statistically speaking, the Wiseguys offense is towards the bottom of the league, but they're 2-1, like you said at the start of the game. They're tied for first in the league, and their defense has really helped. But offensively, they're just consistent, trying not to turn the ball over and then moving the ball down the field.
I thought one of the telling stats there is scoring offense there at the bottom of the league. They're number 2 in terms of total yardage and very efficient on both ends, about 350 rushing, 350 passing. This has been a team. Obviously, Ambrose leads the way here for this Wiseguys team at quarterback, and he was a lot of fun to watch here back in week 1.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Lunkers have the leading rusher in the league. Let's see, they've got him down as Kendrick Payne for the Lunkers, but then you've got the that was receiving. I'm sorry.
We got a minute here. New voice here as our sideline guy, Tristan Harlan. He's got something for us down there on the sideline. Tristan, what you got, bud?
Hey, Steve. Yeah, I was just down there with the Lunkers bench after the turnover, and 3 different players were yelling at each other trying to get something going. So a little bit of miscommunication there. Surely they're going to get stuff going and get the offense back rolling. Back to you guys.
Good stuff. Thanks, Tristan.
Yeah, so what I was saying, Brandon Mackey, number 10 for the Lunkers, the leading rusher in the league with 290 yards. But then right below him at number 2 is Jordan Ambrose. The Wiseguys not running back, but the Wiseguys quarterback. And he's a guy that's a true dual threat. He can throw it on you, but then he also has the mind to make sure he's in that running lane if he's trying to scramble and get some yards.
So a discussion here is not sure what we're trying to figure out on the field. Maybe we're supposed to be at a commercial right now.
We might be in a commercial, and we're talking for nothing.
Oh, we've got a redhead on the
looks
field.
like we are.
Stop play. Someone's taking a commercial right now. It's just not us.
We're going to act like we're here still, I guess.
Hey, here's a commercial. You guys go see our friends at DeLuca's Pizza. They hooked us up again this week.
If you're still listening to us.
And,
you're definitely back now.
Yeah. So Ambrose, motion man is Evans. Ambrose looking. Now he'll scramble, gets rid of it. Early contact, caught. A nice throw and catch there. It's Quay Hicks, big bodied back here for the Wiseguys on that catch.
And Quay Hicks is a guy that we didn't see week 1. He was a guy that I don't know, but he wasn't on the field. That's another big body back in the backfield. He kind of delayed there to block and then snuck out to get a few extra yards there. So that's a guy to keep an eye on. And I think he's been integral in the past couple weeks for him too.
Second down, they'll give it to him again. Off the left side, holding it like a breadbasket, showing the speed. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give him 6. Touchdown, Wiseguys, as they strike first here in the first quarter.
Now, he let up a little bit right there before the end zone, and I don't know that he'll make that mistake again because he was about down, but like you said, he had that ball out. He said, I'm gone. Ain't no reason for me to tuck this thing away. I'm going to score.
What a debut there for Quay Hicks here in Hot Springs as he may become a quick fan favorite to this big crowd. 2,000, or just under 1,900 here for week 1. We got a late flag just got thrown onto the field. So we'll see what an illegal substitution.
But you had 23 Craig Travis for the Lunkers right there that was trying to make a decision. It was a read play between the quarterback and the running back, and they held it long enough that Travis wasn't sure who to go after, and then they gave it just at the right time that he was able to make Travis miss and go score.
Some disagreement here on the field as Troy Evans did not like the illegal substitution call from referee Michael Catton. They'll go for 2 here from the 15. I believe I saw them signal 2. Something else has changed here tonight, Tyler. You see the play clocks.
You can actually see them now. Yep. I know Coach Bones was not excited about that before the first game.
So Evans, your motion man towards the line of scrimmage. Good rush off the edge. Ambrose steps up, had Hicks, but threw it behind him. And the extra point attempt is no good. So we'll throw off back to the Lunkers here with the Wiseguys leading this one 6-0. 9:49 left to go in the first.
See, that looks like something that we might see fairly often today is Hicks kind of sneaking out, making sure he doesn't need a block, and then sneaking out for the little dump off if there's nothing deep. So you may see Ambrose run the ball a little bit less than we were used to from that first week. And obviously from what the stats show us with Hicks in there, just dumping it off and letting him go to work.
You know, I tell you a guy that's probably kind of excited to see a big man running the ball like that. You know, our special guest here for the coin flip, former Razorback, former Packer, DJ Williams in the house. And, you know, body type-wise, you know, not too far apart there between Hicks and DJ.
He's probably thinking he could go play running back in the area.
Absolutely. We're going to get to talk to DJ later on in this one, and we may have to ask him about that. Say, you know, are you going to suit up for the next one?
Let's strap it back up. I'm sure he dreams. I'm sure he thinks about it every once in a while, getting back out there.
Yeah, Vincent Hobbs threw it off the speakers.
Let's go put it down at the 25, I believe, is what their rule is if you hit something.
I thought that was the point in no kicks because you're inside a building like, you know, we didn't see Hobbs.
No, I don't remember who threw it week one.
It was it not? It wasn't Dilworth. Was it Dorsey? Dorsey threw a couple. Oh, our ex-Punisher, he threw a couple off, but I can't remember exactly who all. But yeah,
I'm
it
not
was
sure.
definitely
It
not
wasn't, yeah.
Vincent Hobbs. It does look like maybe some transactions happened between weeks 1 and 4, 1 and 3.
You have had some personnel changes, a few new faces and numbers out there.
Yeah, Bones was telling us a couple of former NFL guys down there.
What do you say, Browns and?
Yeah, Browns and you're going to give me the line now.
I don't remember the second one.
This one over the right side. Out to the 30-yard or 20-yard line. There is no 30 here. Williams on the tackle. Cornerback still in there, Mackey.
League leader in rushing.
You would think this would be a quick ball game tonight. The two teams that like to run it. Over the middle, got his man, and give him 6. Touchdown Lunkers, as that's number 2, Matt Rush. Terrace finds Rush in the end zone for 6, and it's all tied at 6 with 8:55 to go. And I tell you what, Tyler, when we were here a couple weeks ago, we were begging for some scoring a little bit. And right now, we might be headed in that direction.
It's happening a little bit faster than it did week 1. But Crockett, you had number 5. He's kind of in that deep quarter or whatever you might want to call it in the Arena League since it's smaller. But he's just a half step too late to be able to get in there and try and get that ball out. It's a game of inches, as they say, right? It's probably centimeters in Arena League.
Taras looking, throwing, over the middle, got him. 2-point conversion is good. Is number 9, Devontae Key on the catch.
And the Wise guys look like they're trying to send a little bit of pressure and get to them back there, but sending that pressure also takes away guys that you got in the back end for the pass.
I think Tristan's got a little something from Coach Cam.
We're going to commercial, I think.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more Wise Guys football here on the Arena League Network right after this.
The key to a great toast is who you're with. At Big Whiskey's, we toast to best friend weekends, to birthday wishes, to burgers and wings, to big wins, and to believing in we, with something for everyone, from apps to wraps, salads to steaks. Everything is a big deal at Big Whiskey's. Here's to always being
All right, welcome back to Arena Football here on the Arena League network as we're ready for throw off. An 8-6 lead for the Lunkers.
Uh-oh.
On the return, around the side, down the wall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give him 6. Touchdown, Wiseguys.
That's Crockett.
Crockett explodes for 6.
Well, Steve, Crockett made up for that missed tip ball that he gave up. He was part of. I don't know if that was his zone exactly. I don't know what the call was, but he was close enough to make a play down there earlier, and he makes up for it and adds 6 back to the board for the Wiseguys.
Got a banged-up Lunkers player down after the play. It looks like number 4, Mary Bryant Jr. He's up and heading to the sideline. I think Tristan Harlan's got a little something for us down there in the sidelines for Coach Bones.
Yeah, Steve. So I was talking to Coach right before we went to break, talked about the run, talked about them taking the lead there for the moment. Now it's 12-8, but he said they're hungry. They had a miscommunication on that big play, but they're here to play. They're hungry, and they're not going to give up, Steve.
Yeah, Tyler, you're seeing that right now early on. I mean, the big run there early by Hicks, and now the return for 6 there by Crockett. The action's quick here early on in this one as the Wiseguys maybe wanting to put more points on the board and prove this offense is just as a threat as it was. Now a flag on the play. Ambrose steps up, tosses it to the corner. One-handed catch as Dilworth does it again in the corner of the end zone. He stole the conversion away from Troy Evans, who was behind him, and throws it into the stands for a souvenir.
And it should be an offside, so I think you just get a free play so it'll get declined. Yeah. Now, while that one was exciting, Steve, it wasn't as exciting as the catches he had week 1 because he made that exact same catch week 1, right? But he flipped over the wall and out of the field of play in week 1.
Yeah, I believe that was the Arena League's play of the week.
Had to be.
pretty special as Dilworth is continuing to prove just what an athlete he is for this Wiseguys football team. Tristan Harlan, I think, has got an injury update for us. We'll check with Tristan real quick.
More or less Coach Bones talking to his team after that play, and he said, hey, if a guy falls, you got to keep playing. You can't just stop if somebody on the opposing team falls. So he wants his team to stay hungry, he wants them to stay active, and he wants them to keep this lead where it is and push it more going into halftime.
Tristan, if they get too hungry, I still got some DeLuca's pizzas up here.
I don't know if they're going to want that at this point. It may be a little cold, Steve.
Crockett skims the scoreboard above us. Caught returnable now from the 10.
He's not down.
Broke a tackle out to the 15-yard line. Before the dump there is number 12, Ja'Kalen Jackson on the return.
Speaking of Ja'Kalen Jackson, is that not an Arkansas King?
That's right. You're right. Yeah, Ja'Kalen Jackson of the semi-pro Arkansas Kings. We got to see Ja'Kalen show off his athletic ability in an 84-6 win for the Kings earlier this year, playing for them. And I think that was his last game with the Kings. They'll be playing.
Well, he showed out.
Yeah, he did. They'll be playing for a league title on the 28th next Saturday night.
But now he's moved up to the big time.
So we'll see what Taurus and this Lunkers offense can do to answer a quick touchdown. It's been play after play touchdowns here. Oh, big hit in the hole, stumbling down. After a short gain is Mackey.
That's Darren Labbit, if we're saying it right. I don't know. I think maybe we figured that out last time if we said that number 9, Labbit. But he comes down. He brings some boom, but he also doesn't wrap up, so he gets an extra 5 yards on the rush.
It'll be second down. The 25 for a first. Motion man. Greer, as Taurus looks, he'll throw to his right. Caught on the wall. Not be enough for a first down. It'll be about a 20-yard shot. Third down and 2 for the Lunkers.
Now the thing about the Lunkers, we know they're a running team. They like to run it, but if you look out, just out on the field, they've got some length and they've got some height. I mean, number 7, I can't see the kind of, he's lined up at like the other tight end, but they got some dudes that are long and you would think could go up and get it.
Yeah, you look at Taurus, no issues seen over his line. They'll hand it away to Mackey. Big hole to the right side. Mackey now dragging guys as he keeps some feet moving down to the 15. They'll mark him at the 16-yard line. It'll be another first down for the Lunkers.
Watching this game, you're starting to get a pretty good idea as to why Mackey's the leading rusher in the league. He's a dude that doesn't go down easy. He's a dude that picks his spots. He finds the hole, and he gets north and south, and he makes guys miss. That's some good running so far.
Well, and to your point, they used that length up there on that line really well to open up lanes. It was a big lane that time. So Torres now by himself. Motion, 2 men towards the line of scrimmage. Torres looks left. Now it's got to roll to his right. Plenty of time all day to throw it. Now a little pressure. Looks to run at the 15. Close to being across the line of scrimmage. Incomplete either way, and that'll bring up a 2nd down.
Notice Hot Springs, they've kind of backed off a little bit on their pressure. They sent some pressure last possession and kind of got beat up for it. Now they're just kind of sending one guy, 99, Shaq Robinson, to get some pressure, and it's just you got one-on-one blocking right there, so you got a guy that's got to be able to make a play.
Torres, he'll give it away. Mackey right side again. Mackey going to be dumped as he crosses the 15 to the 14. Maybe a gain of 2. Mackey may be tired, a little slow to get up.
Chapman and Williams for the Wiseguys coming down, making a big play. Good tackle right there. A couple guys flying. Roger, he got a little limp to him too.
Cody Beck now replaces Shaq Robinson at interior. Motion towards the line of scrimmage. They'll fake it to Mackey. Torres, back corner, too much on it. And a souvenir in the Oakland box.
Matt Rush, number 2, was your intended receiver, and he had a little bit of a step on him back there. Just sailed it. Somebody got a free football over there. Souvenir.
The last ball game we did here, a lot of guys rushing to the quarterback, pretty much untouched. So far here in this one, now we've really not got to see much of the Wiseguys offense, but so far in this one, seems Torres has had a lot of time to throw, and not nearly the amount of free rushers coming at him. We're close to offsides on the motion. They'll throw it, nice play design, just couldn't get it to him as Torres looking for rush on that one.
So perfect timing for you, Steve. You're just talking about no pressure. They get a little bit of pressure, make Torres roll out, and it makes him throw a bad ball right there that Rush wasn't able to catch.
Turnover on downs. Ball go back to the Wiseguys. They ask for some love from the fans here. And, we were talking about it earlier. A little over 1,800 people at the first game during week 1. I was talking to GM Chris Goodman, and he said the lower bowl sold out. Some of them may still be on the lake, but I bet they're making their way out here right now.
That's what I told you, Steve. There's more people in here than there were week 1 for sure. Even behind us is a lot more full.
Yeah, you got the ends are starting to fill up a little bit right now. I know the streets of downtown were full whenever I ran out to go make a couple runs in between.
Well, that's all the time, though, isn't it?
Yeah, most this time of year without
especially on the weekend.
So Ambrose, it's a straight quarterback run as he tries to follow Hicks, but
you got Hicks turning around saying, "Where'd you go? I came out here, there wasn't anybody left."
Hicks found the hole. Ambrose did not. One of the unique things, Tyler, about this league is it is a 7-on-7 league, and much like 7-on-7 football, you have your head coaches or your play callers are in the offensive and defensive backfield during the play. Well, we're bringing you a pretty special view tonight as our field cam operator, Kerry Rotnick, is actually right down there on the field as well. And so he was excited to get to hang out down in the offensive backfield throughout this one. Ambrose looks left, got his man caught just shy of the 25-yard line. He's going to be a yard short of a first down. Third down and a yard for the Wiseguys.
What you're saying, Steve, is if there ever is a turnover, we need to watch out and kind of see, because they're going to be coming right at him at that point.
Yeah, Kerry said he said I'm too old to get run over.
Just right there, he's hanging out with our white hat, I think, most of the time.
Yeah, that's probably the safest place to be. Now, Ambrose had a man, has to step up, though, out of the pressure. Ambrose dumps it off, finds Hicks. Hicks, nice move as he breaks a tackle. First down, Wiseguys inside the 20-yard line.
Have we seen Hicks tackled yet? I know he went down, but he still scored. And then the other 2 times that he's been called down, I think it's been into the walls.
That was the closest thing to a tackle. Another change that we're seeing right now for the Wiseguys is we had some issues with the center quarterback exchange. A lot of balls going over the head of Ambrose. New center in there tonight. That's Kyle Lester on the field. Lester a little banged up on that play, so you're going to keep an eye on that. But Lester seems to be getting it back there to Ambrose just a little bit better. Evans, the motion man. Goes that way. Evans catches, bounces off the wall, spins forward. Whistle blows. Down at the 10. We're going to mark him at the 12.
That's an interesting thing there. He bounced off the wall into the defender like he gave himself a little bit extra boost to try and break that tackle right there. Because he wasn't down until the defender pushed him into the wall. So the first time, he was still up and live.
Formation penalty here as Wiseguys took off early.
Vincent Hobbs, 15, you tied in. That's a guy I don't remember from week 1 either.
There's a lot of new faces.
Him and
down there on
Hicks,
the field.
same body type, big, strong guys.
Yeah, this roster is significantly different than what we had in week 1.
That's just the name of the game. You're always trying to get better.
So 3rd down, Ambrose looking, a hold, no call. Ambrose lost it initially, trying to get away, and now he'll be dumped.
And he almost did. It took a while for him to go down. It ended up being a shoestring tackle after he was wrapped up beforehand.
We're going to get a 4th down here for the Wiseguys, and that felt like backyard football where you're trying to get out of the grasp of big bro or little bro and dropping the football, bobbling it around.
Well, he was probably looking for Hicks again just to dump it off to him.
Give Lunkers a lot of credit there. Good job just to hang on to Ambrose, a big-bodied guy. And he's done some things so far this season that definitely impress. Ambrose, rusher coming off the edge, steps up, dumps it off. Hicks got it. Hicks got to make some men miss, and he's going to end up short as we do see him, well, not really tackled, barely tackled. Got a left knee on the turf.
His entire body still did not go to the ground.
That's going to do it for our first quarter of play. After a play here in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Your swing is one of a kind. Shouldn't your clubs be too? At Griff's Golf, we craft the ultimate golf experience through custom fittings. Our expert fitters use the latest technology to analyze every aspect of your swing. With brands such as Callaway, Ping, and Titleist, we carry over 100,000 combinations to help unlock your true potential. From shaft dynamics to head design, we create clubs uniquely tailored to you. Stop guessing and start crushing with equipment as exceptional as your game. Bring your Ozarks Lunkers ticket for 10% off a full bag fitting.
From your first savings account to retirement, life is full of important moments. Our modern banking solutions make managing your finances simple, so you can focus on the moments that matter most. Simmons Bank, proud supporter of the moments that matter.
Football is a violent sport, but games aren't just won on the field. They're won in the reps, the recovery, the work nobody sees. Every sprint, every hit, every setback, Cox Health is there. On the field, in the weight room, in rehab, the best never stop working, and Cox Health never stops their support. Strength, speed, recovery. Cox Health Sports Medicine helps power the Lunkers every step of the way. Cox Health, the official sports medicine provider of the Ozarks Lunkers.
Oh.
All right. Welcome back, folks, to Arena League Football. Hot Springs Wiseguys, Ozarks Lunkers, here from beautiful Hot Springs, Arkansas, on the Arena League Network. I'm Steve Henson, joined by my commentator partner, Mr. Tyler Chenault. Tyler, what'd you think of that first quarter?
Well, I mean, it was a good quarter of arena football for sure. You had some offense, had some fireworks. What we kind of more so expected from week 1, but didn't get as much. Now it's only 8-13, so you haven't had a ton of points, but it's happened fast.
Yeah, I mean, you look at what this team's done so far over the first 3 ball games of the year. Went up to Iowa, dropped that one 44-26. Iowa continues to lead the league right now at 2-1, along with the Wiseguys. And the Wiseguys, I think, really impressed a lot of folks last week with that win over the Duluth Harbor Monsters, the defending league champs, a 43-31 game. And I think when you look back at week 1 in that Iowa game between Iowa and Duluth, a 71-56 game, maybe the Wise Guys are putting the league on notice with this defense right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're saying we're going to play a little bit of defense in this league, too. We got the red hat now, so I don't even know if
we're not. Oh, man. You know, I think one interesting thing to kind of watch here tonight, you and I were talking about it, Tyler, we were down at field level. The carpet, the turf, whatever you want to call it down there, I think they forgot to stretch it, or maybe they didn't bring their iron to the setup today, but I think that maybe some of these guys are going to find the real turf monsters before this one's over with.
There's a couple pieces, if you just look around when it's zoomed out, that you can probably see a crease here or there, a bump in a couple places. And that's the thing, but when you got a place like this and you've got to flip it over quickly to kind of get it set up for the next day, that there's a lot of stuff that goes into it and a lot of hours that, you know, we don't really think about sometimes.
Yeah, you know, last time as we get back to play here, you know, during the first game they had here, they had 2 days to set up. This time, just today. So now Ambrose bounces off the line of scrimmage, tries to go forward, ball's out. And that's going to be recovered, I believe, by the Lunkers as they fight for it.
And if you're watching and wondering why Ambrose jumped back inside, because, yes, he had the edge right there. He could have gotten outside, but you got to remember in the Arena League, the quarterback, he cannot cross the line of scrimmage outside of what they call the running lane, which is just the hashes. So if he would have bounced out, he would have probably had to run outside of the running lane before he got there, and then it just gets stripped out right before he goes down.
Yeah, you can see Ambrose just trying to stretch for that extra yard or two on that play to get the first down. Instead, turns it over, and so now seems to be some confusion for our officiating crew down there. Our crew referee Michael Catton, head linesman Steve Schrum, line judge David Ward, back judge Wes Booker. Pretty good collection of some officials from around Arkansas here out doing this ball game. So Taurus and the Lunker offense back out on the field. As motion man, Matt Rush picked off, pick six for the Wise Guys. As Crockett makes himself heard again, his second score, a defensive score, a special team score, and it is 19-8 Wise Guys off the defensive touchdown.
I mean, Crockett saw that from the moment the ball was snapped. They just ran a little couple yards, just a little hitch route over there to number 4 on the left of your screen, and the guy that was supposed to get there to block him, and that's your running back, Mackey, that was supposed to be getting out there, and he just didn't get out there quick enough, or maybe the receiver is supposed to come back to the football to go get it, and he just didn't give him a chance, and it's an easy pick six for Crockett.
You know, I just looked over and looked at that replay, and all I saw was our field cam operator, Kerry Rotnick, all up in it. We were getting the pick six, and Kerry was right there ready for it. So
told you turnovers, you're going to have to watch out now.
So now 19-8 as Ambrose gets the offense back on the field ready for the conversion. Motion man Dilworth, they look that way. Ambrose steps up, room to run. Nice move at the 5, hit from behind and dumped short of the goal line. Conversion fails with 13:42 to go in the first half. Wise Guys lead at 19-8.
So Steve, while the statistics might not show that the Wise Guys offense is top of the league, right? But they've got 3 touchdowns, and they've got a touchdown on offense, a touchdown on defense, and a touchdown on special teams. And it doesn't matter how you get it as long as you're getting the points. And I'm sure Coach Bones was just fine with getting points on offense, defense, special teams. He doesn't care where he gets it. He just wants to get it.
Hey, well, we got a minute. We'll go talk with Tristan Harlan. He's got some comments from Coach Bones.
Steve, yeah, I was talking to Coach Bones at the end of the quarter, and simply I just said, hey, what do you think about the first quarter? What do you guys need to do different? All he said, he looked at me dead in the eye, and he said, we got to clean it up. Right now, you saw the interception, led to a touchdown. I'd say they're cleaning it up pretty well. Back to you.
Yeah, absolutely, Tristan, and Tyler, to your point as well. You know, one of the big questions was this team can move the ball. We've seen it. They just haven't been able to put points on the board. And to your point on the statistics, now tonight they're moving the ball, or they're not moving the ball many yards, but they're getting a lot of points.
They're getting the points, yep.
And Now broken tackle on the throw-off, returned out across the 15, hammered into the wall and thrown down is number 12, Ja'Kalen Jackson. It'll be 1st and 10 Lunkers from the 18-yard line.
You got some fans getting into it over here, slapping the boards. And now he seems a little shy now that he did it. He's a little.
You got to wonder, DJ Williams is in the booth next to him. That's the Spa City Therapy booth that got a little ruckus there at the Wise Guys owner's box with DJ and his fiance, but former Miss Arkansas, by the way. And, but maybe DJ gave him the side eye down there and don't want to make the tight end mad. So motion here as Taurus fakes the handoff to Mackey. Now finds him. Cuts back to the middle of the field. Met heads up at midfield across the 25. And right at the sticks goes Brandon Mackey. Going to be 2nd down and about a yard.
And Jamon Williams he's bringing the boom again. He's showed us already. He's not afraid to come down and hit a guy. He's making some tackles. Those are just a little bit too far down the field defensively.
Motion again this time. Again, fake to Mackey, looking, pressure coming. Taurus spins away, throws it, and incomplete.
Does intentional grounding exist in the Arena League? I'm not sure about that one.
Say you're the one that spent a month reading the rule book.
It was a while, and I don't really remember anything about it. But they were trying to set up a screenplay over there to the left of the offensive formation for Mackey. But after he heard him last play, the Wise Guys had him covered.
Taurus looks down at his place sheet, relays the message to Mackey. Motion on the far side of the field. Now they'll give it away to Mackey. A lot of room this time to the left. 1st down and more inside the 15 and hammered into the wall. That gets the fans excited. It'll be a 1st down for the Lunkers.
Well, that's when it was 3rd and 1 where they're just trying to get the 1st down. I'm surprised you didn't have a few more guys in the box right there just to try and stop the run.
11:28 to go. You see the hit into the wall. That's got to be a great seat, though. I mean, right there on the action.
Those guys are pumped, and they're holding the sticks now.
Hey, make yourself useful while you're at the game. Motion this time. Now looking right side. Got his man wide open. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and give him 6 as the Lunkers respond in a big way as number 16, the tight end, Tom Butters. No butters on those fingers. Touchdown, Lunkers.
It was tough to oh, my gosh. I don't even know how to follow that one up. I mean, he was just alone. He was alone over there. They lost him. He's been lined up at that tight end spot all game, and they snuck him out, got him by himself, and like he said, he caught the ball and he kind of strolled into the end zone.
Yeah, we've got an equipment issue here.
Fixing a chin strap.
A little bit. And now they fixed it. So now we're ready to play again.
He is set up very deep. Oh, here he comes. He's
right,
coming.
He's still deep, though.
They better punt the ball.
Taurus has to yell loudly to get it to the line of scrimmage. Rolling, right, looking. Man breaks free, go into the corner. Too much on it. And conversion no good. It'll keep it 19-14 with 10:37 to go in our first half. 19-14 your score currently. So a great response there out of the Lunkers on that drive. And kind of exactly what the Lunkers needed there. It felt like if the Wise Guys could get it back offensively on that possession, there's a good chance they may be able to start pulling away at this.
Yeah, I mean, after the ways that the Wise Guys have put points on the board, those are ways that it's going to affect another team. So the Lunkers, it's huge, like you said, to get a score right there, keep it within one possession. Now they just need their defense to step up and get a stop on the Wise Guys.
We'll see how the Lunkers want to attack this throw-off. Last one was returned for a touchdown. First one of those we've seen this year.
And it seems like forever ago.
It does. In fact, it'll be kind of interesting to see this Wiseguys offense back on the field. We've not seen them on the field much in this first half.
Now you've got Troy Evans back there instead of Crockett, who returned the last one. So they've also changed the personnel they've got catching the throw off.
Throw this one deep. Midway back into the end zone goes Evans. Evans hurdles a man into the booth. He goes.
And he got saved. And then it almost looked malicious for a second. He grabbed the Lunkers face mask. But the only reason he did that is so they didn't fall backwards onto the concrete.
There's our fans. Got to hope, that's right there in that Bud Light red zone, whatever's in that cup. Good thing they were able to save that.
Watch it, and then he comes to grab a face mask. And he's like, well, let me not grab there. And credit to number 5 for the Lunkers, Brock Carter. He wasn't going to let – he was trying to hold on to him. He knew what he was doing. He was just trying not to fall backwards over the wall.
You really do play to the wall here. This is
That's the one place I don't know you want to try and hurdle somebody is when you're next to the wall, because he gets a little bit higher. He's over the wall.
Evans in motion. Ambrose looks to his right, and Dilworth trying to make another one-handed catch. He got popped.
That one looked like there was a little something behind that one. See it on the replay.
For sure.
Oh. And so, yeah, the ball was it didn't hit just right where Dilworth would have wanted it, so he tried to just reach out and get something on it and just didn't have time.
Second down. Our sticks say third. Still trying to figure all that out. Now we're going to get a delay of game.
I think Coach Bones called a timeout beforehand. Called it at about 2 seconds.
So timeout, Wiseguys. We'll stay right here. Again, a very entertaining first half. And everybody I've talked to, I've told them, I said, you got to get yourself down to a Wiseguys game. If you're not watching on the Arena League Network, what else do you got to do on a Saturday night in the middle of the summer? Here in Hot Springs, the lakes are beautiful, but great football here.
Going to draw your attention to Missy out of the infield with some first responders. Missy, where you at?
All right, down here in the end zone with Sergeant Cockburn. Sorry. All right, the question is.
When they come back, they're going to run. When we come back, they're going to run a replay of all the touchdowns. So we should be in commercial.
That was an easy one, but I wanted to give it to you. I wanted you to win. Another gift from Cameron State. Just say we don't have any more votes.
I thought the red had
All right. A few little hiccups trying to work through here in the arena, but we're going to be with you the rest of the first half. Final 9:26. We've hit our allotment of media breaks apparently in our first half. So, again, I'm Steve Henson, joined by Tyler Chenault, our sideline partner Tristan Harlan. Tristan might have something for us down there, maybe. I see him wandering around the play clock over there.
Yes, so I've been floating around both teams, just kind of talking to them, seeing what they've got going. Both coaches are kind of saying the same thing. They love where they're at. They just got to stay calm, play their style of offense, and, hey, you never know what's going to happen with the remaining 9 minutes left to go in the first half. If you give me a second, I can grab the Lunkers coach right now. Coach, 19-14 score right now. What do you think about your team?
Our defense is settled in. We're down 5, and we gave up a return touchdown and a pick 6. So we're playing well. We just can't have those big game-changing plays happen against us.
Thank you, Coach.
Good job, Tristan. As we hear from Coach Bruffett, Cam Bruffett of the Lunker team. And got to see some moves out of Luke Dorsey there, Tyler.
Hey, got a little spin move. He hit him with it.
Now Ambrose looking, throwing, and Souvenir is better keep your head on a swivel over there. That sounded like it hit pretty hard and hit the stands.
Yeah, Ambrose isn't going to be too happy about that one. He had Dilworth kind of wide open with the blocker in front of him if he catches that one. was going to have a pretty good chance of bringing that one to the end zone.
So it'll be second down. 8:15 and counting left here in our first half. As you heard from Coach Bruffett, he likes where his team's at, only down 5 with some of the mistakes, a special teams touchdown and a defensive touchdown. These guys trying to get the offense going now. Ambrose moving around. They wanted Dorsey, I believe. A little miscommunication there between Dorsey and Hobbs on it. It falls incomplete, bring up a third down.
That's one of those where they weren't quite sure who it was going to, and I'm not quite sure exactly which of the two it was for. Kind of underthrew one, overthrew another one. He's kind of running for his life back there too while he tried to do it.
As I say, I'm not sure if Ambrose knew exactly where that was going. He saw a couple of red shirts, and obviously in this league, everybody out on the field is eligible with the exception of Big 77 in the middle. And so pretty easy to spot the guys you can throw to in that moment.
He's putting them up, letting them, just hoping somebody went to make a play.
Now Ambrose wanted to go deep. Instead, checks it down. Now may have to run. Instead, backs out, find his man. That's Dorsey. Dorsey across midfield, lowers the shoulder, and he's got a first down and a little extracurricular as helmets go flying. Flag thrown.
Okay, here we go. Get them going.
Big Vincent Hobbs, as well as number 14, Darius Bird, exchanging pleasantries.
Oh, and here comes Hicks is coming down too. They're trying to get it cleared up. Most of them are just like, we're good, we got it.
About the coaches getting in there. Coach Bruffett, you know, we were down sideline. I looked at it, I said, you know, Bruffett looks like a pretty intense man.
It looks like he's there now.
He's showing it. I don't know. I'm guessing this is our defensive coordinator who has lost his mind over here. That may be offensive coordinator Zach Troutman. I'm not sure.
No, he's not, because Troutman, I've seen him. That's not him either. He's just a guy that might not be listed.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that staffer was, but he was coming to the defense of his team as well. We'll wait for our call here. Referee Michael Catton as they discuss things.
But I will give you, I like the little strategy there, because you got those two tight end guys in there blocking, but as soon as their guy gets past them, they just turn around and wait for a little dump off. So I kind of like what they're doing there, and I think you might start seeing that. That's something, if you let your guy past them, you better turn around and be ready for the ball, because now he's got pressure on him. Just go both ways, yeah.
First down.
Go back and look at the replay. You just got both guys grabbing both face masks. It's a definitely now. Obviously, in this arena, you're not going to be too happy. They're going to want it just against the Lunkers, but you had two guys grabbing face masks right there.
Yeah, referee Michael Catton not making any friends down there on the field right now. As you could hear it, the chorus of boos for our referee. But you know, maybe too, Tyler. You know, when we were down there in pregame, they were testing the ref mic, and he was testing the personal foul. Maybe he knew what was coming here.
He knew, yeah. He was ready for it. He was ready for it.
Now we got Coach Bones as well as Coach Bruffett down there with a conversation with our white hat. Now we're ready for football again. I'll be honest, I think it is first down.
He said, as he started to say it, he said the play results in a first down, and then talked about the penalties.
The motion man. They'll hand it away. Hicks spins and drives forward inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Bring it to second down.
A couple yards there. Lunkers in there able to make the play that time. Similar play to what Hicks scored on his first carry.
And it does seem the Lunkers have maybe adjusted a little bit to what Hicks brings. You know, maybe a little bit of a surprise to see the big man carry it, tote the rock like he was. And now they've kind of been able to shut it down. 2nd and 9. Evans, the motion man. Ambrose, pressure, steps up, throws it away. Hicks makes the catch. Helmet flies off. Hicks breaks the tackle, and Hicks warps the wall as he's taken down at the 5.
Thank you.
It'll be first down here for the Wise Guys.
I think you might be getting a hold back here. Let's see if we get a replay, kind of what the flag is. But all the Lunkers are pointing towards the Wise Guys.
Offense number 8. 10-yard play from the previous spot. Second down.
Wipes away the big play to Hicks. Again, Hicks showing that physical presence. Bounced off 2 guys here.
Listen, he doesn't go down easy by any stretch of the imagination. Like just 2 guys.
The whole call on Dorsey is
iffy, right?
a little iffy. Like he got beat and he just kind of let him go.
It's similar to like a screen, like where you set up like you're going to block him, then you kind of throw him past you. I guess that's what they got, and they got a little tug there.
We'll do 2nd down again, but all the way back at the 21-yard line. Motion is Dilworth this time as Ambrose steps up through the pocket.
Oh, can't go that way. Yep.
Now gets rid of it. Dorsey with the catch. And Dorsey hammered as he gets to midfield.
That's actually a run, Steve.
That was a lateral pass.
Threw it backwards. So the carry by Dorsey.
Well, I wondered too. I mean, we saw it in week 1. Dorsey's ability. Ambrose's ability to kind of maneuver the line of scrimmage on those passes. I thought initially that he did cross the line of scrimmage and then went back.
Maybe I wasn't paying that much attention to the line of scrimmage, but either way, it was a legal play.
Yeah.
And you might have noticed the carpet kind of came up a little bit on the offensive line right there. He's trying to plant a little late.
Not that he needs the advantage.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 1. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Love it though. You gotta love it. And first-year team, inaugural season here, obviously for the Wiseguys, but the fans have really obviously seemed to embrace it. They're gonna give the league, the Arena League, just a ton of credit. Where's Tim Brown, commissioner, and just the work they've done to make this an entertaining league. It's something the fans should really, really enjoy. So they'll try Dilworth in motion again. Ambrose rolls to his right. Now throw deep. Wants Dilworth. Dilworth leaping and knocked away. Good defensive play by number 12 for the.
There's Ja'Kalen Jackson. We've seen him do it before he was in the Arena League. He's a guy back there that he's a playmaker at defensive back, and he's able to just get a hand in there and tip it away.
Jackson continues to prove himself. I wish I could remember. I should have went back and watched that. He had several touchdowns in that game on both sides of the ball, special teams as well. Jackson is quite the athlete, and good to see him getting his opportunity here in the Arena League.
He's a guy that it was obvious that he was a notch above a lot of the other guys out there on that field. There was a couple other guys that played with him a little bit, but he was definitely top one on the field.
Scoring-wise, that team's not been the same since either. I think we're going to get offsides. We'll see if
they're going to call. Yeah, well, we got a false start.
To the snap.
So if we hear anything from Coach Bones now, I can probably tell you what he's going to say. He's already said it once. He's going to have to clean it up now. Going to have to clean it up.
To surrender 4th down.
So they're going to punt.
Ozarks ball, first and 10 at the 15-yard line.
It is the Arena League's version of a punt, so it was going to be 4th and a long.
It now has 3 humps instead of 1. 4, there's another one. So Notaris and the Lunker offense out after what they call a punt in this league. Just move it to the other side. Mackey, look at Mackey bouncing off of tacklers, breaks another tackle. It'll finally be dumped by LeBit, but what a run by Mackey as he keeps them legs turning.
Here's the thing about Mackey. It's what a lot of people would call a bowling ball. He's a short, stocky guy that you just can't. I mean, even if you try and wrap him up, it's hard to get your arms around a guy that's quick like that, and he's strong, and he's short, and he's compact, and it's just really tough to bring those type of guys down.
You see in his calves, just big legs for a small guy. Dude can absolutely tote it. Now Taurus off the play fake, finds his man as he's got Butters across the 15, runs a man over. My goodness gracious, Crockett paid the price for that hit. First down for the Lunkers.
3 for the Wiseguys. To Darren Primes is the one that ends up coming and getting him down against the walls there, but a big play right there for the Lunkers.
Man, give Crockett a ton of credit. He tried to make a play. Butters right threw him on it. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. As Taurus gets the offense set. 2:47 to play in our first half. They'll hand it away. Left side goes Mackey. Mackey trying to drag him in, but a great tackle there by number 13, Taylor Hunt, amongst others.
And Taurus, he's done it every time he hands the ball off. He leaks out to go block a little bit. Most plays he hadn't really touched anybody yet, but right there he laid a big block to help Mackey just get a few yards there and some positive gains. You'll see it right there. He's the lead blocker. That's your quarterback, 18. That was blocking Chapman right there for the run.
Top gun going as Taurus gets the snap. Back to Mackey, left side. Mackey cuts to the middle. And Mackey dragging and touchdown Lunkers as Mackey finds his way across the goal line. And the Lunkers with 2:05 left in the half regain the lead at 20-19.
I mean, Mackey, he's just breaking more tackles. There's guys that have him. I mean, there's multiple plays so far this game. They've had him close to the line of scrimmage. They're just not able to get him down. He's a guy that he's got as many broken tackles as he does carries this game, if not more.
Well, what a play, Mackey. Again, this is a good defensive team, usually tackles very well. And Mackey is slipping right through them right now. So they'll go for two. Taurus, empty set. 3 receivers here to the near side of the field. Highlighted by Greer. Now free rusher comes. Taurus rolling, throwing, picked off. And what a pick. They're in the back of the end zone, now going to return it. A huge block. What a great play there on the interception by Jamon Williams.
And he's 2-point, 1-point, 3-point conversions. If it's a turnover, it's still live. So just like in the NFL, you can return that back for the point. And you're not down until you're down by contact as well. So he's able to get back up. But then he just happened to run right into a Lunker. I thought he had a chance to score there.
Did he run in? I think it was it Hunt, I believe, that had a pretty nasty block right at the end.
Mackey got lit. Oh, we don't get to see it, but he caught a block right there after the pick.
Yeah, I think it was Mackey. I think it was the block on Mackey that kind of led to the tackle there of Williams. That's kind of created that big mess, and now we've got a discussion with our officials.
But you just saw Mackey right there. So far, that dude's player of the game. And what's happening is they're struggling to stop the run, and then they're leaking Butters out, and they forget about him because they're too worried about stopping Mackey and getting him down on the field, and then you just toss the little one off and let him go work.
And Butters is proven to be a mismatch. That body, you mentioned it earlier on the length and the size, and he's proven that so far. A couple of big catches. He's a great 1-2 punch when you look at out of the passing game to get it to him, and then Mackey in the backfield. I like this Lunkers team. This is a squad 1-2, but you heard Coach Bruffett talk about it during the pregame. They've dealt with injuries, and they're finally getting healthy. And so maybe a team you see start to make a run here as we get towards the back end of the season.
And Butters, he's one of those guys that he's a lot faster than he looks. Whenever he's running, he doesn't look like he's moving very fast. But with how long his legs are and his stride length, he's a lot faster than he looks like just to you watching. So it's easy to kind of misjudge that as well.
Let's go down to Tristan. Tristan was an extra in the huddle down there a minute ago, and he may not be able to say everything they had to say, but he's got some news for us.
Yeah, so I was down there with the Wiseguys before the Lunkers took the lead, and, they just weren't communicating. I mean, one guy was saying, just get the ball to me. The same thing, but look, they were in the lead, and they were still having miscommunication issues. They want to play perfect. They want to play their style of football, and with 1:39 left to go in the first half, they've got more than enough time to reclaim this lead.
Not much of a return there. Thanks, Tristan. And, Tristan, I think one big question you're going to have to ask Bones, and we'll see who we go to with 1:39 left at the half. But one of the big questions you're going to have to ask is how are they going to start countering this Mackey rushing attack and get him on the ground? He's been hard to stop so far in this first half, as well as we've talked about Butters and how difficult he's been to defend in the passing game. So be curious to Bones' thoughts on that as we get to halftime. Ambrose straight quarterback run and couldn't break free. He'll be taken down by Felix King.
There's got so many guys in that run lane in that box that it's tough for anybody to get anywhere. the Lunkers are telling you, you're going to have to kind of beat us throwing the ball downfield, and they've struggled. The Wiseguys have struggled so far today to really throw it downfield because they're not able to protect Ambrose as much. So the Lunkers have said, this is what we're going to do to you. You're going to have to try and beat us another way.
Got a whistle. Stoppage in play. We're going to get a timeout. Lunkers. A minute
Timeout.
11 left.
Ozarks. First charge timeout of the half.
You know, right now, as we're now back to football. Red Hat's made his way off. Usually only used for media commercials, but today it's just for music apparently. Motion Evans. It's around his man. Ambrose looking for him instead. A lot of room to run this time. Ambrose trying to get to the outside. Going to be pushed against the wall. Whistle blows at midfield. That'll be enough for a first down for the Wiseguys down to the 24-yard line. They're moving with 1:02 left in the half.
So the Lunkers kind of went away from it a little bit. They opened up that box. They dropped their defenders back. I mean, because you only got a minute left, so we can't let them beat us deep. But then you're going to see Ambrose run, and he's able to get some space and to hurt him.
Tell you what, Wiseguys score here, and we may get to see Tristan Harlan run.
We got a lined up offsides right here, 23.
Again, motion for Evans. Ambrose looks that way. Had his man over the middle. He missed him. He had Dorsey for 6, and instead throws it out of bounds.
He had Evans. Evans right there was standing. He kind of blended into the wall a little bit, but he's standing right there. Nobody. I don't even know that a Lunker knows that he's standing over there, and he just missed him.
Yeah, Dorsey come wide open across the middle.
But I like what Evans is. He's Ambrose. You know, might probably beating himself up a little bit because it's that. Did she catch the ball? They cut to her. But Evans was telling him, hey, we're good. I got it. Let's go get another play. I'm fine. I'll be there. I'm going to be open again. Just make sure that you find me. See
you
there?
See him now,
yep,
yeah.
Yep.
Now you see a little conversation between Dorsey and Evans trying to get everything lined up. Evans in motion.
Oh, they missed. I think they had the delay of game. They didn't call it.
Ambrose over the middle. This one caught by Dilworth. 48 seconds.
Bring up a third down. Clock's moving now, and Wiseguys only have one timeout left. They've got to call a couple to keep from getting a delay of game. And they really probably had one on that last play that didn't get called.
Ambrose with 27 seconds looking.
They got Evans.
Middle. Got his man, but too tall for Evans. That'll stop the clock with 22 seconds.
Evans has found himself wide open a few times tonight and just has been missed. You can see it just sailed on him right there. And I see what he's doing. He's got 2 Lunkers underneath that he had to get that ball over, and it just was at it, just right over his fingertips right there. If he had been down just a little bit more, it would have been over the defenders, but high enough for Evans. But that's a tough play and throw to make.
Hot Springs. That's their third and final timeout of the half.
Those guys on timeout. You're on 4th down and 4.
The sticks say third down, but it is fourth.
The sticks have said third down the whole game. They have not changed. I've given up on looking at them. I am trusting our guy Will Watkins there on our scoreboard.
I guess with our chain crew, they're having to run in and out between every play, so I think they're maybe scared for their life. They don't think about changing.
We're going to take a look at those touchdowns now for the first half. If Jonathan's awake. Hey, there we go.
Hey, there's a white hat.
Or white hat. Told us all about stuff. There's a touchdown. That was the first one out of Hicks, I think. And, we're moving quick. Real quick. This was the Crockett touchdown return. On the throw off. With a view from Kerry Rodnick. There's GM Chris Goodman. And the pick 6 by Crockett. And
Butters.
That's
whenever he
Butters.
did not have Butterfingers.
Showing that physicality on his touchdown, and then of course the league's leading rusher, Brandon Mackey, with his score. That was 20-19 here with 22 seconds to go. Again, I'm Steve Henson, joined by Tyler Chenal. There's Tristan Harlan down.
There's a timer. We can see 40 seconds until it's time to start back.
It's a great view there.
That's Kristen down there getting it for you, yeah.
My wife Kristen Henson down on our end zone cam today. Glad she's getting some action. She was a little frustrated. I told her earlier because she did field camera for us back in week 1, and I said, "Did you hear what we're doing with Kerry tonight?" She said, "No." So we're putting him on the field. Like, he's gonna hang out with like the white hat and the coach. She goes, "Of course you do something cool whenever I'm not on field camera."
Tell her you can't put her in harm's way
That's
like
right.
that. Yeah.
So 4th down and 4, and what feels like a really important play here in this ball game. It's been back and forth the whole way, but of the scores that the Wise Guys have been able to get, obviously you've had a special teams and a defensive score as part of that 19 points.
It is a momentum play, if I've ever seen one.
Now Evans, the motion man. Ambrose drops. Now he's going to step up and run. He's going to have the first down inside the 10, tripped up at the 8.
They're going to have to move. They're going to have to move.
First and goal. They have no timeouts left. 10 seconds. They got to do this in a hurry. Ambrose. And whistle stops the play. And they got an injured player. As number 5, Brock Carter, defensive back, was struggling to get off the field, and that's a break for the Wise Guys.
Because that took them an extra 7 seconds coming off the clock, them just trying to get set so they could get ready to snap the ball and spike it.
Yeah, that's a huge break for the Wise Guys here.
So, I mean, now you've got one play.
Ozarks, second charge time out of the half. Please put 7 seconds on the game clock. 7 seconds.
Add some time. Some extra instruction. Coach Bones down there. Look at our great fans in the stands.
If only we had a Jumbotron to put them on so they'd know that they were on the screen. They're all checking their watches.
Tell them about the Arena League broadcast. See yourself on YouTube tonight. That says anything about corn dogs winning World Series.
I don't know. It hadn't. Only thing it sent me was that it was 1-0 at one point.
I don't care.
I'll figure out.
Hi, Tristan Harlan. I hear they have corn dogs in the concession stand, sir.
Hey, Steve, how's the World Series treating the Razorbacks right now? Oh, wait.
They forgot what baseball was.
Hey, it's all love, brother. Go Tigers.
I'm surrounded. I got my best friend's lady sitting to my left. She's in her LSU garb. And Tristan Harlan in my ear.
Hey, it's okay,
Mr.
kids.
LSU.
If something happens in the next 7 seconds, you're going to see me run.
I know. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear the interview after.
I may be slightly out of breath.
Before halftime. We're not?
Now we're just waiting on the red hat to get off so they can run these last 1 or 2 plays of the half. Here we go.
Get a look there at Coach Bruffett. All right, so 7 seconds. Evans, the motion man. Ambrose looking, Got to get rid of it. Now he'll run. Ambrose looking for
score.
inside. Oh, and he does not get in.
Yeah, and there it goes. Yep.
Buzzer sounds, and the Lunkers hold right before half.
Wiseguys 19, Lunkers 20. At this time,
We're going to go. Hey, Coach.
Let's turn it over to Missy on the field.
That'll do it for our first half. A 20-19 lead here for the Lunkers. And we're going to go to Tristan Harlan real quick, see if he can get a word from Coach Bruffett.
Coach, right now you guys are leading by 1 point, 20-19. I'll walk with you so you can get to the locker room. What did you? That's on the first half.
Yeah, we said it pregame that we're here to compete and win a football game. We're going to do it. The opportunity. Kickoff.
Yeah, we're going to lose Tristan and Coach Bruffett as they made their way down the tunnel trying to get to the locker room. But we'll get Tristan's recap of that conversation when we get back from our halftime break. For now, we're going to send you to the Arena League studios for our halftime break. Yeah, this is Steve Henson, Tyler Chenault here on the Arena League Network. We'll be back with more Wiseguys football after this.
Welcome to the Arena League,
where it pays to be a loyal fan.
in the quiet moments before dawn, champions are made. Every fan, every athlete, every moment counts. It's not just a game, it's a passion that unites us, drives us, and makes us strive for greatness. Greatness is wherever fans connect and call home. We believe in the power of the community. We believe in turning passion into action. We bring fans closer and transform loyalty into unforgettable experiences. Join us. Make every moment matter. Fan Club. Get your fans in the game.
Oaklawn in Hot Springs is home to amazing weekends and unlimited possibilities. Is your Oaklawn having a big night at the tables? Or a day doing nothing at all by the pool? Is it great food and great friends in the Oak Room? Or complete solitude in the Astral Spa? At Oaklawn, it can be whatever you want. Plan your Hot Springs getaway at oaklawn.com now, because your weekend and your Oaklawn is waiting.
This is my Oaklawn. What's yours?
Okay, turn it up, KD.
The key to a great toast is who you're with. At Big Whiskies, we toast to best friend weekends, to birthday wishes, to burgers and wings, to big wins, and to believing in we, with something for everyone, from apps to wraps, salads to steaks. Everything is a big deal at Big Whiskies. Here's to always being welcome.
Your swing is one of a kind. Shouldn't your clubs be too? At Griff's Golf, we craft the ultimate golf experience through custom fittings. Our expert fitters use the latest technology to analyze every aspect of your swing. With brands such as Callaway, Ping, and Titleist, we carry over 100,000 combinations to help unlock your true potential. From shaft dynamics to head design, we create clubs uniquely tailored to you. Stop guessing and start crushing with equipment as exceptional as your game. Bring your Ozarks Lunkers ticket for 10% off a full bag fit.
Football is a violent sport, but games aren't just won on the field. They're won in the reps, the recovery, the work nobody sees. Every sprint, every hit, every setback, Cox Health is there. On the field, in the weight room, in rehab. The best never stop working, and Cox Health never stops their support. Strength, speed, recovery. Cox Health Sports Medicine helps power the Lunkers every step of the way. Cox Health, the official sports medicine provider of the Ozarks Lunkers.
My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. I'm only here to even a score. Whoa. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. We down right now, but did it before. Whoa. See from here we going up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is sewn up. Say my name is blown up. We up, we up, we up, we up, we up.
Welcome to the Arena League,
where it pays to be a loyal fan.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Oaklawn Arena League field here at Bank OZK Arena in beautiful Hot Springs, Arkansas, the Spa City, as we are about ready for our second half of play. And I believe that we got Coach Bones down with Tristan Harlan. Good having Tristan.
Out here, not doing what we need to do. We need to get the job done. Simple as that. We need to execute the game plan.
What adjustments are going to be made in the second half?
Execute the game plan. That's literally it. You don't have to change nothing. Just execute the game plan.
Gotcha. Thank you, Coach. Steve.
Coach Bones, a man of very few words, is execute the game plan. Oh boy, that's a terrible shot.
Can we cut to a different camera?
Can we change? Sit back down. behind my screen.
We don't need to be on that one.
For standing up.
And she's still going. Just somebody needs to tell her just to turn.
Look, babe, you get to look at me all you want. No need for everyone else. So throw off is ready and in the air.
Let's see if they can execute.
From the 5, looking for a seam down the wall, and he'll be pushed out of bounds. And late. Oh, there it is. There's the
15.
flag. And that'll be 15. And
now Hobbs needs to make sure he doesn't get one on himself. There you go. There you go. Just turn around. Way to get his teammates came and got him. Because he's going to get one on himself offset. You're going to get a free 15 if you can just. It's definitely, there was definitely the push. You saw it too just as it happened. Like Hobbs looked like he had turned around to walk away.
Give Roderick Chapman as well as number 22, Jamont Williams. They were there trying to slow Hobbs down and keep him away from, like you said, we saw it earlier, the offsetting personal foul call. And this time, this one should go.
You'll probably see it here on the replay right after Crockett gets pushed into the wall.
After the play was over, dead ball,
unsportsmanlike
conduct, defense number 12. 15-yard penalty.
Kalen Jackson, we've been talking about a lot tonight, a very special player, but got the aggression, maybe the emotion got a little much of him, but Hobbs, you can see it, Hobbs was blocking him all the way into the wall, right at the whistle, and Jackson just kind of took exception to it.
He just felt like he must have felt like there was something late there that, Hobbs, because usually when there's something late, the guy that does it will kind of look at you for a little bit, but he turned around like he was just ready for the next play.
Evans, the motion man, great field position as they give it away up the middle. Quay Hicks trying to break tackles, and Hicks with a flag on the field down at the 15. We'll wait and see what the laundry's about.
Figure it out. Typically falls in on a hold. I don't know. It didn't seem like there was any face mask or anything in there, but there was just a mosh right there. It's tough to call a hold when there's that big of a group.
Holding offense number 77. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
True offensive lineman on the field.
Let's see.
Let's call for the hold.
Oh, yeah. He tried to get away. Once he starts turning away from you, got to let go of him. That was a hold. Held number 20 there. Their defensive lineman, that is. Oh, that one was. That's the one.
Yeah, Jaden Booker. Jodeci Booker, sorry.
Yeah.
Had a roster change last minute. The motion man. They want to go that way. Instead, Ambrose going to pull it down. Now tosses it out. Got his man. That's Brown. Brown pushed down as he gets across the 20. Terrell Brown is a guy that's been really quiet in this ball game. Not heard. I believe that's his first catch of the night.
And that's something that's going to be very useful. We touched on it earlier. Whenever you let your defender get by you, they're just turning around, and Ambrose has just got to be able to find them right there.
Yeah, Brown was a centerpiece in this offense back in week 1 when the Wise guys were in this building, and so he's been quiet tonight. Finally got his first catch. Evans, the motion man this time. Ambrose looking that way. Got his man. He had Dilworth wide open.
Still has him.
Still wide open. Instead, Ambrose tucks it down, and oh boy, Ambrose missed one there as Dilworth was wide open in the back corner of the end zone.
Yeah, Ambrose, there's a lot going on, and he's just struggling to find his guys. He's had guys open recently, and he just isn't seeing them. And it's a lot tougher than you think whenever you got dudes running by you, running around you, and you're trying not to get hit and tackled, to keep your eyes downfield and pay attention to all the options that you've got.
Evans in motion. They'll hand it away. Hicks. Hicks big hole. Left side. Inside the 10. Bullying his way. Dragging a man to the 5. And he'll be stacked up and pushed against the wall there.
Listen, I don't think there's any way that Hicks is going to get taken down by the back of his jersey. It's not going to happen. You slowed him down a little. I mean, he slowed him down to let the rest of the defense get there, but he's not going down. Who was that? 5. As Brock Carter. He held on long enough for him to get some help, but he ain't going down like that.
Back to Hicks. He'll get a push from Ambrose. Hicks driving the Powell, goes to
Still
the left, turns around, dragging, pushing, touchdown, Wiseguys. Way Hicks, a man touchdown on that one.
Hicks does not go. We talked about it. He does not go down. I think he had 12 lunkers on him, and there's only 7 guys on the field at once. But I think there were 12 of them trying to get him down.
Boy, Hicks, he will definitely make himself a fan favorite. And I think we're going to get to talk to DJ Williams here in just a bit, but I'd love to know DJ's thoughts on seeing a big man moving like that and carrying Powell's. Maybe not the hands of DJ Williams, but I'll tell you what, he's kind of framing the physicality.
The physicality, absolutely.
They'll go for 1 this time. We'll get a 26-20 game as we're sub 12 minutes and some early movement.
Delayed game. So probably will still be a 1, but this time it'll be from the 10.
Delay the game, offense.
Coach Bones is thinking if I get to that 6, at least if they score a touchdown, they'll tie it up, and we just got to make sure we stop them on the extra point. But if they don't, they go for 2 or 3 and don't get it, and then a touchdown will take the lead. So just trying to keep it in a spot to where they give themselves another chance to stop them from taking the lead. But now you got to do it from 10 yards.
Ambrose will put Evans in motion. Boy, pressure off the end. And trying to get away. Somehow pitches it back to Dorsey. Dorsey could have thrown it still. Instead, Dorsey trying to break tackles. He bounces off the wall. And now a whistle is, look out, Carey, is our cameraman all up in the action. Dorsey takes exception. A late penalty going to be thrown.
I'll say the whistle that was blown was a very quick, short whistle. It was tough for somebody that's playing and trying to tackle a guy to really hear that.
I thought the same thing. It almost sounded like an accidental, like I breathed through my whistle real quick and didn't mean to. And I think that's what Coach Ruffett's talking about.
The result of the try was no good. After the play, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 8.
There they are, the Boo Birds.
Well, and maybe some
after the result of the
reason to boo here is, and the ball, okay.
Yeah, it was the throw. It was the throw of the ball, yeah, for sure.
That's definitely going to get you every time. It doesn't matter what the circumstances were.
And Dorsey, I mean, Dorsey heard the first whistle, right? So in his head, this guy's still taking me down. The play's over. What are you doing, right? So, I mean, you kind of see what's going on there. It's just the whistle was so short and quick, it was hard to register.
Yeah, you definitely understand why Dorsey was frustrated there.
But at the end of the day, Wiseguys take the lead. They're up 5. They're up by 5.
And in this scenario, well, I guess I didn't hear it. Are they going to take the penalty? I missed it. I think they're actually going to take this penalty on after the kick. I'm guessing. I don't know if you can do that here or not. But.
You know, that's something I don't remember from the rule book because you throw it from the end zone.
Yeah.
Do the blockers maybe back like? I guess they get a scoot up. You scoot where the coverage guys start back, I guess.
I don't know, because all we've done, there was some confusion as to which way everyone was going. They were going to throw off the wrong way. We've at least got that part figured out.
And there's no difference here.
And this one made, it did, fell.
Outside, so it has to land inside the 10. If it lands outside the 10, then it's an illegal throw. I was about to say illegal kick. It's one we did in week 1. We didn't have to worry about any of that, but this is the first time.
I think we had it one time.
Did we?
That's the only reason I remember it.
Okay.
Was because we had it one time, and you so artfully explained it after your study of the rule book.
Well, just like the landing zone now in the NFL and stuff, because they moved up where the touchback goes, there's the landing zone. They have a landing zone for the throw, and it's the 10 or deeper.
The ball did not travel to the 10-yard line in the air. The foul will be place the ball at the 25-yard line. From there, we'll enforce half the
15.
distance.
Oh my goodness, that's huge.
And they enforce the personal foul.
Which from the 25 it ended up becoming half the distance. So now they're on the 12.5 instead of the 10. But that's huge. Those extra 15 yards after the illegal throw. I mean, so you're nearly in the Bud Light red zone without even returning the ball.
And so we saw the Wiseguys on their first possession go back to the Hicks running game. We'll see if the Lunkers do the same with Mackey here to start the second half. Now down 5 with 11:14 to go in the third.
The Mackey and Butters combination.
Taurus, he'll keep it. And he is stacked up and hit hard.
Not as effective as Mackey running the ball.
It came in late and really cleaned up the pile. It'll be second down and 8. To the Wiseguys' credit there, Tyler. I don't know that it mattered which way they went. They had two guys were wrapping up Mackey.
Both of them got hit. And that's, you're going to have to stop Mackey. If you want to stop them from scoring, you have got to shut him down and make him hurt you doing something else.
Motion man is Rush. Taurus looking for him. Now he's got Butters underneath. Butters across the 5, just made another man pay inside the 5, and it'll be first and goal for the Lunkers.
Another thing, credit to Butters, being a big, tall guy, people are going to go for your legs, and the balance that he's shown so far with guys trying to go down low on him has been impressive, staying up and not going down.
Butters is a matchup nightmare. He's shown it here in this one. Great job again by Taurus on the check down. Rush again. Now they'll give it to Mackey. A nice little move in the backfield. Mackey to the corner. Give him 6.
Touch the pad. Touch the pad. Out of bounds, technically.
I take it back. He's down at the 2-yard line. It'll be second and goal.
But like you said, that was a nifty little move in the backfield right there to get around what I think Crockett was the one that came off. Yep. Like he sold the forward run and then just slipped underneath him.
I'll tell you what, Crockett's had himself a game, and he has battled. He's been run over twice by Butters. He just hops right back up. And again, to your point there, in the backfield with Crockett. So it'll be second and goal. Taurus keeps it, looking, pressure, found Crockett, and he's hammered at the goal line, but give him 6. As Crockett Mackey into the end zone. And the Lunkers regain the lead, 26-25 with 9:08 to go here in the third.
It's just always weird hearing after they score a touchdown, then it's dead silent in here. So it's like, hold on, did something happen? But no, you're just in Hot Springs. They're not very excited whenever the Lunkers score a touchdown.
That's right. So the trip to the Bud Light red zone pays off here for the Lunkers. And now they'll go for 2, try to make it a field goal game, and a game that doesn't have field goals.
So it doesn't matter that it's but it's going to be one.
Motion man is Rush. They look over the middle to picks off.
Go score.
Look at Crockett. A pick. He's looking for more points.
Out
across the 15. Stays off the wall for the moment. It'll be ruled down as he crosses the 20. Taurus in there on that tackle. But another fantastic play there by Crockett. And I think we found our defensive MVP for sure here tonight.
So it's not a field goal game, it's an extra point game, but again, those don't exist either. You got to go for them. All the kicking, stuff.
And they diagnosed that one quickly, Tyler, and that's the play that the Lunkers had a lot of success with early on in this ball game, being able to leak that guy right across the middle on that little post. And this time they were waiting for it, and a great play by Crockett.
And that one, every time they've really hit that so far, it's been they've had more room to work. You're in the red zone now. You're inside the 10-yard line. You don't have as much room to get that crosser deeper. So now you've got a lot less space that those defensive backs have to cover. Because Crockett, the touchdown they scored, he was underneath it, and he was just a step late. That time it wasn't so deep, so he was there already and didn't have to move anymore.
Ready to throw this one away. Returnable. This time it'll be Chapman. And Chapman's got some space. It'll be chopped down at midfield, but great field position to start here for the Wiseguys.
I tell you what, Hot Springs, they've looked really good on throw returns. They've had a couple that they got caught And really where they've started back deep, they've let the ball bounce, and then they run out of time and aren't able to get a return.
And it doesn't matter who they have back there. Again, another great return on that one as Crockett earned a well-deserved break after the interception on the conversion.
Might have just popped the ball. Stepped on it. Well, they don't have cleats, I guess, so it's a little bit better on it.
Everybody gets set quickly here.
They're going to have to reset it.
It's like I didn't pop it, I promise. We got to move it back to the exact millimeter.
Well, I think it was on the other side of the 25, though, before so they actually lost like a half a yard in that whole thing.
But our linesman, he's got to make sure he sets it.
And then he picks up and moves it right back in front of it to get ready to snap it.
Ambrose look towards Dilworth, now over the middle. He's got Evans, and Evans falls forward. He's going to be about a yard shy of a first.
And Coach Bones loves to see that because that's what Ambrose has missed. He's missed those guys kind of right there that are just standing there in their little pocket. He just hadn't seen it. And on the replay, I noticed one of the guys that was blitzing, he tripped over the seam on the Wiseguys logo.
It's that extra blocker you got out there right now. Evans again in motion. Ambrose, he's got him again. Now Dilworth leaks out. It's Dorsey. And touchdown, Wiseguys. As Ambrose hung around and found Dorsey, and he rides his horsey on the wall. Touchdown, Wiseguys.
And Evans, Evans was there, but he was only a few yards behind that full line of Lunkers defenders. That would have been another one that he had to put it over the top of him. It would have been tough. So he held that one and waited for Dorsey to just leak out right there.
Well, and I think, too, part of the play design is you've got Evans there as almost like bait, like, hey, look at me. And then you
for them
Dorsey,
to come down on him,
sneak out behind the defense. A great play design there by Bones. Bones is he's a bit of an offensive mastermind anyway, and doing a good job drawing up plays here in the Arena League. So they'll go for 2, up 5. Dilworth looking to make another highlight play. They're looking that way. Dilworth says, throw it up to me. Instead, Ambrose trying to escape pressure, tosses it picked. Dropped. That was just about points going the other way.
That one probably would have been.
Yeah.
That was 15. That was Ewing.
Yeah.
Ewing Jr.
Media timeout.
Mauricio Ewing here in the arena.
Football is a violent sport, but games aren't just won on the field. They're won in the reps, the recovery, the work nobody sees. Every sprint, every hit, every setback, Cox Health is there. On the field, in the weight room, in rehab. The best never stop working, and Cox Health never stops their support. Strength, speed, recovery. Cox Health Sports Medicine helps power the Lunkers every step of the way. Cox Health, the official sports medicine provider of the Ozarks.
Welcome back to Oaklawn Arena League field here at Bank OZK Arena. Ready for our throw-off. After a touchdown by the Wiseguys, returned, breaking tackles, spinning around, laundry on the field. And what a return there by number 12, Ja'Kalen Jackson.
I think you're going to get a block in the back or a hold, though, back here. There's a flag. And all of that craziness, I think somebody got pushed down from behind.
return team number 9. Police half the distance to the goal.
And he's the one that threw it off too. He did everything on that play.
Dilworth said, look, you're not going to throw me touchdown passes. I'm going to come down here and make tackles. Lucky you don't lose the ball there, Jackson.
That's not the first time we've seen a couple players carrying the ball out there like that.
Love that camera shot, though.
That's nice.
That's nice. That's good stuff. Got to give our folks credit. Will Watkins, Andy Gates.
Easy on Will. He never gives us credit.
That's true. Lunker offense backed up in a hole here inside the 5 as Taurus puts his man in motion. Looking left off the pressure, throws it over the middle, trying to make the one-handed catch behind him. And bring it in was number 9, Devontae Key.
Wise Guys got Taurus off his spot a little bit there and makes it harder to throw. They're going to have to get him. But now you just got to look out for Mackey. He's going to try and hurt you right here, 2nd and 10. Try and get a little bit on the ground. See if you can bring him down.
Yeah, take a look. Watch 7 here as well, Greer. The motion man, he found himself open on that play, but Taurus just didn't have time to find him. And so now with 5:50 to go in the 3rd, a back and forth affair. They give it away, Mackey right side. Nice stutter move, breaks a tackle to 10, dragging a man to the 15 as he gave Jamon Williams a ride on that play, right at the sticks.
Mackey, just like Hicks, man, both the running backs, they just don't go down. Now, it's a completely different style of not going down, but they don't go down. It takes 3-4 guys to get them on the ground. Somebody lost their phone, and they're saying, if you pay me $100, I'll give it back. I'll take that deal.
Right. So it was a first down. Boy, it looked way across the line there. Greer did. Helmet off. No head in it still, so Taurus will take off.
No head in it
not
still.
Break a tackle.
That's good.
What a play. As Darren Primes with the tackle on Taurus in open field.
It's a good thing that there was no head in the helmet still. I agree. I don't know that anybody thought that was the case, but made sure we pointed it out.
Well, hey, you know, you never know. You always hope. That's a great tackle there by Primes, who we've not seen a lot of in this ball game. Motion, Greer.
Another helmet.
Wow, same helmet. They'll throw this one to Butters.
Same helmet, same head.
And Butters and again, safely no head in it.
And I think he's asking for, hands to the face. But I think the wise guy says maybe just strap your chin strap a little tighter.
The hair may have a little to do with
I tell you, yeah, when you get all those dreads and stuff, those helmets don't like to stay on now, especially when it gets sweaty.
Yeah, it's number 19, Malik Colt. The linesman make the dash back. That man is sweating hard. He is getting his workout in tonight. And now they'll give it away as Mackey found a seam, spins off a guy, still on his feet, down to the 5-yard line. Williams finally drags him down. But it'll be 1st and goal for the Lunkers. What a run.
And Mackey, he's hard enough to take down, but then we're running in. The wise guys are knocking each other off of the tackle. You'll see it here. You have 2 or 3 guys kind of converge at the same time, and they just running into each other. And makes it even harder to take them down whenever you're fighting against each other.
The next time that happens, you need to show the fans the telestrator. You can just show the bouncing.
Listen, you tried it before. Pretty sure you broke it earlier before the game started.
Mackey,
There's
touchdown.
A hold. They didn't throw it, though.
Ooh. Got bodies fly, but touchdown Lunkers. As a great job on the RPO there. Taurus had it, it was in the belly, and it kind of took it back and then gave it away again. And a great job there on the touchdown for the Lunkers, and they regain the lead 32-31.
Looks like they're going to go for the 1 this time to, make it a 2-point game instead of a field goal game.
And now safety can't beat them. We're under 3 and counting to play here in our 3rd. Again, running clock here in the Arena League. If you missed any of the rules, Tyler, I'll have a podcast on them later.
Are you paying me for the podcast? I'll do it. We'll read. We will read the rule book if we have to. Is it paid by the hour?
Paid by the word.
Okay, yeah. Then we're reading we'll read each of them twice just to make sure you get it. You hear that, Will? Get ready to write a check.
Oh, man. So, I'm watching our red hat because that's the only way I know if there's a break.
But we still aren't sure if we are going to stop talking or not. I think we've talked to y'all and told y'all some stuff, and y'all were watching a commercial the whole time.
We appreciate you guys seriously so much for joining us here on the Arena League Football Network, here on YouTube. If you're watching us on FANCLB, we appreciate that as well. Make sure that you grab your points for the Wise Guys and the Lunkers on FANCLB. So sign up for your account, all kinds of cool merch as well as different things you can get there. So check out the FANCLB website if you are watching on YouTube as well. We appreciate it. I'm Steve Henson.
Quietest I've ever heard you talk. It's like as you were talking, you kind of got quieter and calmer the whole time.
You know we haven't heard from it. It's probably because I haven't checked my text message in a while.
He's texted you 18 times.
Oh, no, we're good. And now the throw, a good one.
Whoa.
Oh, off the wall. Returnable by Chapman. He found a seat. Hurdles a man across the 15 to the 17.
Woo! That was. There's no doubt in my mind he ran hurdles in track. Like, that was a jump over the hurdle track.
Oh, gosh, that was beautiful now.
And you're going to get to see the replay. Here it comes. Whoop!
Look at that, man.
She's like, what are you supposed to do?
Micio Ewing Jr. said, who's that bird?
Like, and he was going to hit him, like, in the hips. Like, it's not like he was even going for the ankles. And he just rose up real quick, and it was all legs, no upper body raiser at all.
Beautiful play again. Yeah, the athletes that they have assembled here for the Wise Guys, pretty impressive. Ambrose looking, wanted Evans. Instead, he'll tuck it and run. Ambrose down to the 20-yard.
I think Dorsey was trying to get him to hand him the ball right there. He was standing there, give it to me, and I got it. Would have been a play.
I mean, we've seen some backyard-style football. I mean, it would not surprise me. And that's the thing, too. We saw Ambrose so good under pressure, even be able to throw the ball down the field, do a good job playing that line of scrimmage back in week one. We've not seen that as much tonight. He's not been able to get it out to his receivers.
Lunker, they're doing a lot better at hemming him in and keeping him there and making him run around and not giving him that running lane either.
He has missed some open guys. This time he'll go deep for Evans. And Evans, a lot of contact, no flag. A little surprised by that. I thought a lot of hand fighting and more down there in the end zone.
The biggest thing, I think if Evans had found the ball a little bit sooner and then tried to fight for it, because if we do get to see a replay, I don't know if we'll get to do it. I don't know if we have time. But he saw the ball thrown, and then he just turned and ran because he knew it was overthrown, and then he found the ball late right here. Unfortunately, we just aren't going to get to see it just because of how fast it was moving. But had he been able to fight for it a little more, you might have seen it.
It'll be Dilworth, the motion man this time. Ambrose looks that way, found Dilworth. Oh, Dilworth gets hog-tied across midfield.
I think they wanted face mask, but I think he just had him by the shoulder. It just looked a lot worse than it actually was.
No, it was clean, but you're right. It was that kind of that sudden stop of motion.
Anytime you see the shoulder and heads go back, it's always going to look like a face mask.
Dilworth thought he got face mask.
No, he had him up around the shoulder, neck. Not even a horse collar either. He didn't have any. He wasn't grabbed in the pads or nothing.
Short of the first. It's third down, and they're right at the sticks. Ambrose, quarterback sneak right up the middle. No sneaking a guy as big as Ambrose. He had the first down.
He kept it with him. He almost he kept fighting after he got spun around, and he almost could have lost that forward progress.
And that'll do it for our third quarter of play. After three. Ozarks Lunkers lead this with 32-31. We'll be back with more football on the Arena League Football Network right after this.
The key to a great toast is who you're with. At Big Whiskey's, we toast to best friend weekends, to birthday wishes, to burgers and wings, to big wins, and to believing in we, with something for everyone, from apps to wraps, salads to steaks. Everything is a big deal at Big Whiskey's. Here's to always being welcome.
Your swing is one of a kind. Shouldn't your clubs be too? At Griff's Golf, we craft the ultimate golf experience through custom fittings. Our expert fitters use the latest technology to analyze every aspect of your swing. With brands such as Callaway, Ping, and Titleist, we carry over 100,000 combinations to help unlock your true potential. From shaft dynamics to head design, we create clubs uniquely tailored to you. Stop guessing and start crushing with equipment as exceptional as your game. Bring your Ozarks Lunkers ticket for 10% off a full bag fitting.
Oaklawn and Hot Springs is home to amazing weekends and unlimited possibilities. Is your Oaklawn having a big night at the
Wiseguys ball here to start the fourth quarter. They'll hand it away to Hicks, and Hicks falls forward. As get a minute here. Got a little stoppage as Ambrose, Dilworth, and Evans, go over and get some last-minute instructions from Coach Bones. Now Evans, the motion man. Ambrose, knocked down. We're going to go down to Tristan Harlan. As, he's got our special guest in the house, Mr. DJ Williams, here in our Wiseguys owner box. Tristan, tell us about the man, Mr. DJ Williams.
Yeah, guys, I'm standing here with former Arkansas Razorback DJ Williams. And DJ, how are you enjoying the game so far?
It's fun. Pads popping. It's very fast tempo. We got great big-time plays. People getting hit over walls. High energy. The crowd's amazing. It's my first game here, and I'm very, very impressed with the crowd and how they show up and support the team.
Right, and I was going to ask you about what you thought about arena football. I mean, I know it was kind of bigger back in your playing days when you was at Arkansas and then went on to the NFL, but what are you thinking about the Wiseguys?
Like I said, it's impressive. As fast as the game is, the Wiseguys, they got some big guys, to what I'm familiar to seeing on SEC and NFL fields. And so, like I said, what Coach Bones has been able to do, recruit these guys to come here and play passionately. That's a one-point game in the fourth quarter. They treat it like it's a Super Bowl atmosphere, so it's pretty cool.
Right, I noticed you got a big group here with you. Who's all here with you tonight?
Yeah, I brought my whole family out. My lady's here too. Also got my co-host at 103.7 The Buzz, The Zone, with Justin Acree. So we've had some fun getting out there, have a couple competitions. Also, too, want to give a big shout out to Trip Keeter, man. He's one of the best play-by-play guys I know out there.
We're going to give you the credit for that touchdown.
Hey, just keep talking to me and more points, baby.
Okay, my last one for you. They wanted, this is coming from Steve Henson. You've got a similar body type to a lot of the guys on the field. What's it going to take for you to put on a jersey and go out there?
My hamstrings couldn't take it. If I went out there one play full speed, I'd probably pop both my hamstrings.
Good thing for you is Steve said he'll actually donate 2 hamstrings just for you.
Hey, I would really appreciate that. If that's the case, give me about 2 weeks, I'll train and I'll be out there.
Steve's hamstrings aren't any better.
Hey, listen, Tristan. Wait, Tristan, stay there with DJ because I'm not donating any hamstrings after the Trip Keeter comment. Done.
He said
I know that was a setup.
Any hamstring after that Trip Keeter comment.
Oh, he told me to say it.
I know. We know he did. We know he did.
I admit it. He paid me a little bit too.
I believe it. That means
we paid him.
That means we paid Trip too much.
Steve, back to you.
Appreciate it, Tristan. Good stuff from Mr. DJ Williams. We appreciate him joining us. And while we were chit-chatting, a touchdown there by Ambrose. We'll take a break. Be back with more football here on the Arena League Network right after this.
Media timeout.
Welcome back. Here it's a beautiful Oaklawn Arena football field inside Banco ZK Arena in Hot Springs as we're ready to throw off after the Wiseguys touchdown and a flag. Some hitting going on along that wall.
I don't know what that flag was. I'm sure we'll get to see it. I couldn't tell what was going on. I saw dudes flying into the wall, and that's not a penalty.
Well, you're seeing the hitting, though, down there right now. And both these teams really going at each other.
Personal foul. Illegal horse collar tackle on the kicking team. 15-yard penalty.
I didn't read anything about ejections in the rule book, Steve.
You would know.
Interesting.
Add 15 to the return, a big mistake there for the Wiseguys just after taking a 7-point lead.
Then the last two possessions for the Lunkers, they've had 15-yarders that they got 15 extra yards added to their return /
a double penalty on the last one, too.
Yeah. So Wiseguys aren't helping their defense any with field position right here.
I think Tristan may have found himself right inside all of that mess a minute ago. Oh, we got a little wide receiver. We changed quarterbacks or something. I don't know what we did.
He caught that ball 4 times.
Interesting development here. As be curious, I don't know if Tristan can get any word in from coach, but they changed quarterbacks. Rush now in as Taurus is out of the ball game.
Was he limping or anything after?
I remember him getting banged up. I see Tristan down there talking with coach now, so I bet we'll get a report in a minute. This time they're going to go to the workhorse, though. Mackey's okay, but he goes nowhere as he gets to the 25. A great stiff arm, but
Mackey is as healthy as ever.
I'll tell you what, if nothing else, Tristan Harlan getting his steps in tonight as he has made his way around this.
They got to get him a card so he can walk through the back and not have to run around.
I think Tristan may have an update on quarterback situation.
I was talking to coach, and I just said, hey, there's new quarterback in. Is there anything to that? Is there any injury, anything like that? He said no. They've been wanting to try a 2-quarterback system all year. This is the first time they're trying it out to see what's going on. And if it works, then they've got the talent. And if like I said, if it works, they're going to keep with it the rest of the season. I also asked him about the penalty and what he said to the guy on the sideline in the box, because he was talking to him, and he said, hey, we just got to play our brand of football. Can't let silly mental blocks cost us this game, because it's a 39-32, very close game. But he said 2-quarterback system, they're just trying to try it out tonight.
They got a man back in the end zone. Touchdown Lunkers. And maybe it is working out, Tyler, as Rush finds Emory Bryant Jr. in the back of the end zones. The Lunkers respond, and they're a 1-point conversion away from tying this back up.
Well, Steve, I was about to say it's an interesting time to choose to make that change, but, I didn't get a chance to say it, and now there's no reason to say it after that.
Well, I was thinking the same thing, and that's what I was going to say before the touchdown was, obviously number 13, Taylor Hunt, rudely welcomed Rush to the field, but he got the last laugh on that touchdown pass, and now look to the 2-point conversion to get the lead. Rush, obviously, way more athletic, quick, and he'll throw it and picked off. Intercepted, going the other way are the Wiseguys. Inside the 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give him 2 on the play.
And there's a big difference right there. Now, don't get me wrong, they've thrown a lot of picks on their conversions. That's just the first one we brought back, but that's not what you want to see from your quarterback, your second quarterback in a 2-quarterback system.
Jamon Williams with the interception in return. I believe that's for 2.
It should be.
Yeah. A high step as he makes his way across the goal line. And so, but again, back to the point, it's an interesting time if you're wanting to go with a 2-quarterback system. It wasn't like Taurus was struggling out there.
He scored. They put the ball, yeah.
And so if you're going to go with that setup, you almost feel like you're bringing Rush in as your closer, not an actual true 2-quarterback system.
If I'm going to do the 2-quarterback system, I'm going to do it from the start of the game, like possession, or quarter, not 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter whenever you're down and it's a close game.
Yeah, and it's not like you're down big. It's not like, well, we got to figure something different out. You've moved it. Now, again, give Rush a ton of credit. He comes out, scrambles around,
he did what he's supposed to do.
Throw, but then makes a mistake on that one and cost his team 2 points. So 41-38 game now with 8:58 to go.
Media timeout.
And
he just said media timeout.
I think everybody's confused now. As, hey, look, we'll take our own break together, Tyler, as we'll wait, kind of keep going. But all right, so we will take a break. With the rest of them, we'll be back here on the Arena League.
We don't take no L.
In the quiet moments before dawn, champions are made. Every fan, every athlete, every moment counts. It's not just a game, it's a passion that unites us, drives us, and makes us strive for greatness. Greatness is wherever fans connect and call home. We believe in the power of the community. We believe in turning passion into action. We bring fans closer and transform loyalty into unforgettable experiences. Join us. Make every moment matter. Get your fans in the game.
Welcome back. Throw off. Here we go. Returnable for Chapman. Chapman, a seam. Oh. And he'll be dumped. Oh, and that cannot feel good as Hicks falls on the pile.
And it was nothing malicious. He was just trying to stop, and he tripped. But who made that? Was that Zero that made that tackle? Tyser? No, that wasn't Zero.
No, Tyser's out.
Yeah, because he's out. Four. It looked like it was folded up.
Yeah,
Bryant. Now, Bryant, he was getting blocked, and he was getting blocked pretty good, but he sticks that arm out there and is able to get him down, and I'm pretty sure he saved a touchdown by getting his arm out there. That's a good play defensively.
Gotta hate it for Chapman, though, because he got landed on by both Butters and Hicks on that play. So Hicks in the backfield with Ambrose. Evans, that's where they go on the motion. Evans catches right on the wall and is upended after a gain of about 8. It'll be 2nd and 2.
And that's just a pre-snap play right there. Evans is he's got a ton of cushion from number 5 over there, Carter, for the Lunkers, and it's just he catches the ball. Ambrose catches it, throws it, easy 8 yards there, 9 yards.
Yeah, I like the adjustments so far we've seen out of the Wiseguys in the second half. I think Coach Bones has, at least for the most part, figured out how to get Ambrose in a little bit more of a rhythm, and you're seeing it in the offense. Now Ambrose on the sneak. Found a seam. Good tackle by the shoestrings there by number 21, Daniel Charles.
Well, they came out and they let Hicks run the ball again. They started setting the run up a little bit and showing them that we'll run the ball on you. So you're gonna have to put something in the box. So it's loosened them up a little bit, made it a little bit easier offensively for the Wiseguys.
So 7:40, and now you will see this Wiseguys offense lean on the run. You would think. Another score would be great as well. They will go quarterback sneak following Hicks. Ambrose lost the football. It falls right into the hands of number 15, Demisio Ewing Jr. for the Lunkers, and a huge turnover for the Lunkers here with 7:25 to go in the ballgame.
And that one was just punched out. You probably got a pretty good view right here on this replay. It wasn't even punched out. It just kind of, and that just popped up right there, perfect for them to recover.
And you wonder, I mean, I'm fairly comfortable, but it's warm in this building. It's humid outside. I mean, Arkansas in June, almost July, we get what we know's coming, and it's only going to get worse. But it's a little humid in this building, and so maybe
it's definitely more humid than it was week 1.
Yeah, oh yeah. So new life now for the Lunkers after the defensive stop and turnover, and they go back to Torres. That's an interesting development. And then now maybe it's the Interception on the 2. Boy, he looked across. Torres rolling in trouble. Gets out of trouble by finding the safety valve. Going the other way with it is Mackey. Mackey back across the field and dumped at the 15-yard line. Mackey has words for Crockett after that first down carry. Hey, let's go down to Tristan Harlan real quick. I think he's got something for us on the sideline.
Maybe.
I may have came to him too quick. We'll come back to Tristan in just a minute after this play. As again, Torres back in at quarterback. Rush now was the motion man, but they go to Mackey again, and Mackey inside the 15.
And Primes, he was back there quick. He wasn't able to get him down, but he made him bounce it out and just give the rest of the defense a little bit of time to rally and get there.
Robert Chapman with the tackle, 3rd down. Wiseguys, let's hold them. Defense.
I believe it's 2nd down.
Yeah, it should be.
A lot going on. Rush the motion man. They fake it to Mackey. Looking for Rush. Instead, found Butters in a great play.
hey, Crockett saw that one the whole time. He dropped back into that zone, and that's what Butters has done every time. He's crossed across a little bit deep, a deep cross over there, and they've got him sleeping. Crockett was ready for that one.
I think Tristan might be ready for it.
I get you. There we go. I'm coming through. I'm down here in the Ozarks. Kind of sideline area. Coach, you guys forced a big turnover, 41-38 to score. What are your thoughts on your defense?
Hey, we've gotten a lot of stops today. We've got a few turnovers, a lot of turnovers on downs. We trust our offense to get it to the lead here. Just like that.
A nice tackle. Helmet came off. I tell you what, though, he's got to love. Coach, I don't know if Coach saw it, but Coach has got to love the block he got out of Emory Bryant on that play to make that play happen. That was a great job by Bryant.
Well, Steve, sorry to cut you off, but he happened to look over there right as the play happened, and that kind of made him say just like that. But this team, I got to tell you real quick, this team down here, Ozark, they are one team. No matter what happens, they're lifting each other up. When they're holding their head down, they're keeping each other's morale up.
And Bryant rewarded with the touchdown carry as he goes right up the middle. And tell you what, Culp having some problems with that helmet, but he had no problems with the line of the Wiseguys as he was the key piece that shoved the line back in for that touchdown.
Yeah, they got some movement up front right there with him and Butters, I think, is the other one. They just big-time movement. You get that kind of movement on the line, it's going to be easy to run the ball.
Culp says, I don't need a helmet. What's that for?
I mean, it's been off half the time anyway, right?
Tristan may need to talk to the equipment guy over there on the Ozark side, find out what the deal is, if they can figure out a way to get a tighter lid for their center. Kind of an important spot to have a lid all the time. Look at the free rusher, Crockett, and that one knocked away, but we got a flag.
Illegal hands to the face probably this
Might
time.
have finally got it. Well, something's causing that helmet to come off. It looks like that's going to be the call.
Personal foul. Illegal hand to the face on the defense. After this to the goal, retry.
Stop pushing it off of me. Yeah, he definitely.
Sure did.
And then he caught him. He was still working his hands, and he caught him across the face, too.
That's number 92, Cody Beck. So we'll see the adjustments they make here. We get to go for 2 again. A 44-41 game with 4:05. And feels like we're setting up for a special finish here in Banco ZK Arena, Tyler.
Let's see if the Wiseguys can keep it at a field goal game.
All kinds of time for Torres, but he can't run. Takes off, throws, corner, great job. 2-point conversion is good. And a great job by Rush, who came in and threw the touchdown pass just a moment ago. Now catches the 2-point conversion and gets the 2 points he gave up back.
Well, they ended up just being a 1-point conversion because they had started from the 5. So now, a field goal's not going to do it for you right here.
It's good. It's a good thing.
And that's what the Lunkers wanted to get, just make sure that forcing the Wiseguys to score a touchdown right here.
That's right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we were live here in the arena, but Lakeside High School is the ones who provided the nice run out. It's a wrestling team set up for, I guess, when they bring the wrestlers out through the fall.
Which is very impressive for a wrestling team.
Absolutely it is.
Like, that was set up. I mean, you couldn't convince me that wasn't for the Lakeside football team.
I know. You know, our buddy Jared Barnhill over at PA, wrestling coach, he may need to take some notes from Lakeside, at least on entrance anyway. I'm not wrestling Jared Barnhill ever.
I'm not wrestling anybody.
No, just my kids, that's it. Chapman on the return from the 1. Stutters. Oh. Oof. Just about broke it. Now you got to hope his ankle's okay. That was rough.
That was Ja'Kalen Jackson, just barely got him down.
Chapman a little slow to get up, but he's on his way towards the bench.
Your Wiseguys offense gets ready to take the field. 3.5 minutes left.
This could be your last possession right here. 3.5 minutes.
Clock stoppages inside of 2 minutes, correct?
Yep,
yeah.
2 minutes, yep.
So still 90 seconds before that. So clock running with 3:25. Hicks and Chapman, or Ambrose, in the backfield. Evans, the motion man. Ambrose looks that way, throws it. Evans on the wall, catches it into the stands.
Good catch.
We have first down, Wiseguys.
Right there in front of the fans.
You know, and you talk about other levels, got to be worried about getting 1 foot, 2 feet, whatever it is down. It's got to kind of be a little bit of a relief as a player to know.
There's
I
the
can
wall.
just hang into this wall
There's
and still
the
get
wall,
a
yep.
catch. Evans again in motion. They go back to him into double coverage.
Good
Evans
catch.
pulls it in.
He had 2 guys hit him as soon as the ball got there. Strong hands. They went to that. I mean, Evans, that's, 3 throws in a row that just been quick hits to Evans. They're giving him some space, and he's getting off the line and setting down quick.
They've done a great job. You know, of course, Lunkers have been able to really shut down Dilworth outside a 1 2-point conversion catch. But Evans has been a different story tonight. No Brown either. Ambrose looking Dilworth.
There he is.
Checks.
Oh, did he finish? Oh.
He did, yeah.
It looks like he caught it with his elbow. That thing started to pop out. He held on to it.
I thought the same thing, and he just used that vice grip of a bicep to hold on to that
He
ball.
just flexed on it is all he did. Yeah, that thing pops up. Yep. 2 minute.
Yep. 2-minute warning. The Lunkers lead this one 45-41, but the Wiseguys are threatening.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is your 2-minute warning. Once again, we want to thank all the
We'll stay right here with you. And for one, I'm going to give some media. Once again, I want to say thanks to our friends over at Duluth's. As we got the 8.7 Portnoy rated cheese pizza back there, amongst some other things. But appreciate Heather and Anthony for taking care of us again this week, and appreciate them. If you're in Hot Springs down here downtown, go see them at their original OG location. And if you find yourself up in the Little Rock area here in Arkansas, at the Breckenridge Center, there's a location there as well. And man, that's some good pizza, but it's a good thing we only come here 4 times, because the waistline would not be appreciative of a week.
Doesn't want you to eat that much every week.
Yeah.
See, this was ended up being a good one. It's still, I mean, it's more high scoring than our first game, but it's still not as high scoring as what was it, 77 to something.
Yes.
But it feels like it's a lot more high scoring. Like, we've seen a lot of scoring. There's not been a ton of stops. You've had turnovers and stuff, and I think that's what's affected some of it. As you get down in the red zone, and then we've had some turnovers. But it's been a really good game, and it's a good way to end it right here. 2 minutes left, down in the red zone. Presumably, if the Wiseguys scores, the Lunkers will have a little bit of time left and all their timeouts to try and go put another one up.
And, you know, I've said it since week 1 when we came. It's worth the price of admission. The action that you get out on the field. You heard it from DJ Williams. You know, it's just a fun product, and it's, you know, for those who maybe get out and watch, you know, some 7-on-7 during the summer at the high school level, or even, you know, and beyond. This is an interesting type of football. You still get all the contact. It's just very entertaining. And, you know, a point I was going to make earlier, one of the other cool things is they've taken that minor league baseball approach, getting the fans involved, doing a lot of fun stuff. So, you know, get out to your local Arena League game if you're in a local area with them. And if you're here in Arkansas, come on down to a Wiseguys game. Got 2 more here at Banco ZK Arena back in late July, so we hope to see you here. Evans, your motion man, is Ambrose. Looking, oh boy, telegraphed that one.
Open a door.
A good play over there by the Lunkers. I believe that was number 12, Ja'Kalen Jackson.
I think Dorsey's asking for some hands to the face on the Lunkers side. Might want to watch him on this one. He thinks somebody's getting up in his face mask like we got called, like the Wiseguys got called for earlier.
Yeah, that was Terrell Brown on that pass. Who they were looking for on that pass, and Brown just came off the field, and I kind of got to wonder part of the reason why he's so limited. He seems to be maybe a bit banged up. He didn't look 100%
something going
off the field. Dilworth in the corner, found his home. Instead, Ambrose rolls the other. Oh my
gosh.
What a
There's
block.
a flag.
There it is, yeah. As they find Hobbs. Hobbs punching, just
it looks like
bows.
it looks like he's punching guys off of his.
Boxing match breaks out here in Arena Football.
You're going to get 15 backwards for the Wiseguys.
Lester cleaned it up. And while we used to love to see that in
not a part of the game football anymore, though.
It's a heck of a way to hurt somebody. And you got to make sure a guy's at least able to protect himself on a hit.
Got a lot of guys go unconscious because of that hit.
Postal foul, illegal blindside block on the offense, number 77. 15-yard play from the previous spot.
Going to argue it.
Replay second down.
But it's the right call.
It was the Lunkers. I don't know which guy it was, but you saw him in the corner of the video, and he's doing the cry face with his eye. There it is. Yeah.
That's number 23, Craig Travis III. We haven't called Craig Travis's name all day. That's a heck of a way to get it called.
Now him and Hobbs are talking back and forth about something.
140 is Evans, your motion man. Ambrose, boy, rusher came immediately. They got to pitch it out. Hobbs makes the catch.
He's going to run over
Head
somebody.
of steam going. Hobbs just running over sticks as he's pushed into the wall. Hobbs takes exception to the extracurriculars.
Did he get the first? I don't know where the first down. The sticks are just kind of laying there.
Well,
or was it and goal? I don't even know what it was before that penalty.
Maybe so. He about got stabbed by the sticks.
So he said third down. The side judge is called third down. Is it 3rd and goal?
I believe it's 3rd and goal.
Okay, I don't even know where we were before those 15 yards. I guess that's why the sticks are laying down. Those things are going to get destroyed.
Well, where you going, Line? There we go. Kick him out the way.
Yeah, bring them. Yeah, you don't need them right there.
Yeah, they were an extra defender there on Hobbs on that play. I tell you, I feel for old boy in the gray shirt. He is don't need a couple showers.
He's working though. He is working.
Well,
false start.
Dilworth.
Hobbs jumped.
Hobbs may be tired. Couldn't stay in stance.
Prior to a snap, ball start. Offense, number 15.
Wiseguys ain't making it easy on them to try and score this touchdown and take the lead. This is not what Bones would say, executing.
Yeah.
Evans over here looks like he's telling Dilworth to go deep. See if they're trying to throw him off here.
Ambrose, he's got Dilworth. They bracket him out there in the end zone. Now Ambrose scrambling around, dumps it off, finds Hicks. Hicks, defense conversion. He hurdles a man inside the 15-yard line. The athletic ability out of Hicks. Wow.
It's going to bring up a big 4th down, though. 1:10 left, 4th down. And who's calling the – Coach Bones is going to call his first timeout. So what that does is if you don't score here, you've only got 2 timeouts left.
First charge timeout of the half.
It's going to be – you're not going to be able to stop the clock but 2 more times. So it's a big – now, obviously, this is a huge play to take the lead with 1 minute left. 4th down at your last chance without having to get another defensive stop. And that defensive stop's going to have to be a 4 and out.
Yeah, huge job. Obviously, Lunkers can pretty much put it away if they can get a stop here.
Now that they've only got 2 timeouts.
Now from the Bud Light red zone here, Bank OZK ZK Arena. Oaklawn Arena football field.
You're to the point to where this is the play, this is the game for the Wise Guys. If the Wise Guys scores, it's definitely not over because the Lunkers have all their timeouts left. But for the Wise Guys, this is the game if you don't score.
Again, the importance here in this one is, and I haven't paid any attention to the results of other games, but Hot Springs at 2-1, Ozarks at 1-2, and with a lot more points scored would own a tiebreaker, I would assume anyway. Both teams 2-2, basically get the double tiebreaker with a victory here. So this would be a huge win for the Lunkers. Wise Guys trying to go to 2-0 at home.
What's Bones got drawn up right here?
You know, and how difficult is it? Obviously a condensed field, in a condensed part of this field, and you have to get a touchdown.
A condensed part of a condensed field, 9 yards. So the thing about the 9 yards is Ambrose can still run. Inside 5, he cannot. So he's at a point where he can. Now, he's already ran once at the end of the first half, and he was a yard short and didn't get in. So that might also come across his mind, too, is if I go, it's 4th down, and I don't get in, it's going to be a repeat.
Had the wave going for a moment there. Nope, it made its way to our side. He didn't do it, Tyler. And now whistle. And
Lunker's going to call a timeout? Yep.
Bruffett saw what he wanted to see. Wants to talk about it.
Ozarks, first charge.
Coach Bones, did you come out and line up the exact same way, or now do you change it up now that he's going to make an adjustment?
Well, you got to believe Bones, with obviously the offensive play calling prowess that he has, there's probably a few plays out of that formation he can throw at him.
He's got 1 or 2 on the call sheet that he probably feels pretty good about.
You know, Tyler, you put your OC hat on here. I mean, what are you calling this?
Nah, I was a defensive guy.
Well, you know, what are you defending here?
I don't know. I mean, the biggest thing that off now. And oh, he thought about it. There he goes.
There we go. Whatever commercial we're not watching just ended.
We just waited on it.
So here we go. Ambrose, Hicks, the up man. Evans will be your motion man. Dilworth, the far receiver at the far side of the field. Evans, there's the end zone. Ambrose in trouble. Dropping back. He dumps it off to Hobbs. Now the converging defense. They shove him into the wall. Hobbs still just trying to push. But that should just about do it as a turnover on downs. Hobbs arguing his case here, but it's obviously shoved into the wall. And so with 58 seconds to go, it'll be Lunkers football with just 2 timeouts left for both squads.
Some of your Hot Springs Wiseguys.
It's going to be tough. I don't know. Numbers-wise, I wonder.
You can't.
I think it's
20-second play clock. Which I guess the clock won't start till the snap. But I don't see any way mathematically you can get it back here.
Well, they can, with only 2 timeouts left, they can run 40 seconds off with the 20-second play clock. So there's 18 seconds of play time. But if you give it to Mackey and let him run around for a little bit, can chew a bunch of those seconds off.
Well, kind of surprising that they don't go back to rush here, you know? I mean, if you're really going with the 2-quarterback system, instead it's Torres. He gives it to Mackey. Mackey finds a seam. A first down here does end it. He will pull him down as he's out to around that. It's at the 17 or 18-yard line. So timeout. Wiseguys.
Hot Springs. Second charge, timeout of the half.
Thanks to our crew here tonight that brought you all the action here on the Arena League Network on YouTube. So replay coordinator Jonathan Webb and executive producer Will Watkins, our fan club coordinator-ish dude Andy Gates.
You didn't have to mention him.
Up on our main cam up here is our cam one, as we call him, Reese Rotnick. Down on our low end zone cam, Kristen Henson. Avery McMullen on our high end zone cam. Of course, Kerry Rotnick down on our field cam. Big thanks to Tristan Hartland down on the sideline. Of course, Tyler Chenault. I'm Steve Henson. We appreciate you guys joining us here for Arena League football on the Arena League Network.
Getting some good fan interactions here. Okay.
Kind of gritty across the stands. All right. At least it's not my kid this time.
This time.
They're at home. One's at a sleepover. So he was offered the option of coming to Hot Springs for this or getting to swim all night. He chose
That's
pool.
tough. Yeah, I mean that's tough to beat. That's tough to beat. I know what my kids would choose.
It's tough to beat. We have an all-star tournament tomorrow. I have a feeling, and he's at a sleepover with a teammate.
Be a little tired.
Coach. I have a feeling tomorrow might go just about as well as this morning did, which was not good. So just 48 seconds, so Wiseguys can hold them here on this one. It'll bring up a third down. They can stop the clock, but it gets pretty sketchy from there. See the pressure Wiseguys want to bring. Tara's still in at quarterback. And gives it away to Mackey. Oh, a shoestring tackle by
He was down
Chapman
right before it.
is going to leave him just inches short. It's really going to depend on who's going to get the spot here. One spot is across the
I think he's still he's still behind it. I think it's still third down.
Timeout, Hot Springs. That's your third and final timeout of the half.
But with how the Lunkers have ran the ball, this 1 inch should not be too difficult to get for them.
I mean, nothing else. Let the big body of Torres just go up the middle, but I don't know how you keep it out of the hands of Mackey.
You can't not give it to Mackey right here.
Has the tush push been outlawed at the Arena League level yet?
Well, it hadn't been outlawed in the NFL yet, so it's probably not outlawed here. Oh, there's Chris. There's your wife.
Hey, there's my wife. That's right. She got me. Avery McMullen, Mr. Section 207. All right, third down. This is your ball game. No timeouts left for the Wiseguys. Trying to get a jump. They'll get Mackey, and Mackey got it. Should be a first down, and it is, and that's going to seal it.
Let's snap the ball one more time. Maybe. Play clock hadn't started yet. Might have to snap it again.
Yeah, they don't have to. Let's
3, 2. Nope. They don't have to.
They don't have to snap. Yep, you're right.
They're going to, or they're lining up like they're going to, but they don't have to.
This is the coach, offensive coordinator. Coach Troutman just looked at the offense and shook his head and said, don't do it. Thought we might see some PlayStation offense there for a minute.
And now the center can't take his hand off the ball because he already grabbed it.
There we go. Buzzer sounds, and the Wiseguys fall here at home. Your final score, Lunkers 45. Wiseguys 41. We're going to go down to Tristan Harlan maybe as quickly as we possibly can before Fan Club takes it away, as he's going to try to talk with head coach, Coach Bruffett of the Lunkers, and no. What you got, Tristan?
Of the Wiseguys Venturia. Again, we do want to thank all of the first.
My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. I'm only here to even the score. Whoa. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. We down right now, but did it before. Whoa. See from here we going up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is sewn up. Say my name is blown up. We up, we up, we up, we up, we up. Set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. I'm only here to even the score. Whoa. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. We down right now, but did it before. Whoa. See from here